Latino? Okay, right. Look at our people. Look at your people in Mexico. Look at your people here in the United States. We're the lowest of the low. That's why.
That's okay.
That's okay.
You know why?
Yeah, we know why.
We know why.
We know
I
why.
believe in all kind of other stuff.
True. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But there was penalties for doing that though. The Bible
I
has
think we'll
written
make more an
penalties.
impact if we show people love, but not trying to force it.
But you also got to bring out the truth.
You know, one
And the
time,
truth hurts.
the truth will come out if you see a man needing some help and you help him out.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is help. This is help.
I'm not trying to bash you.
No,
No.
It's your opinion. It's cool.
If you want to do it, go ahead. But I'm just saying that if Jesus wants to go out there, man, look at somebody sick over here.
Jesus used to go out there and do what? Exactly what we're doing right
Yes.
here. Prophesy and preach the Bible. He didn't go.
Bro, I feel you. But
So why did his own people kill him?
Yeah, kind of.
so a lot of things I don't know. I gotta
Well,
talk.
we do know because
I'm still trying to, man, but see, the devil know out the Bible too, man.
Yeah.
okay,
You know what I'm saying?
and he tried to use it.
Like I'm saying, I'm not trying to bash nobody. Everybody does what they want. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody's everybody not gonna be paying attention to this. They trying to have some fun.
That's okay.
Exactly.
It's not for them.
It's not for you.
It's not for them.
See, I don't know.
We're not
bro.
trying
It's not for
to. We're not trying to reach everyone.
Nah, but God is. God's trying to reach everybody.
Thank you.
But he got his ways to do.
Thank you. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Is it rolling?
Kind. Kind.
Hey, we're gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahushai, Ba Hashem, Rakakodash.
Double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the tabernacle of David, those who elect. There's another weekend out here in Sin City, Babylon. All right, Las Vegas. All right, the city of confusion. All right,
Kind.
which the word above means confusion, and in this society, there's nothing but confusion. All right, these people are sown with spirits. You know, they're drenched with the philosophies of Babylon.
It's better
So people are going to come up here with all different perspectives,
That's what the Bible said, bro.
which really they're just drenched in their own confusion because they're learning from all the wicked ways of this damn devil, man.
Right. I got to prove something.
This Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
Yeah, man. Ignorance is value in this society, man. They just speak from their own vain heart, but the scripture speaks against that. You know? In this social media age, it gives everybody entitlement to help further push their confusion
Kind.
and their emotions upon others.
Kind.
And you have the platform to be able to do that.
Yeah.
That's why everybody feels entitled to voice their opinion.
Kind.
The Lord ain't dealing with your opinion, man. It's all about the word of the Most High. We let the Most High be true and every man a liar.
That's right.
And how do, if I can say, how do we know who the Most High God and what He believes in His only begotten Son? How do we even know about them? Because He's written in this book.
Excuse me, do you guys
Okay,
know
this
what
is how
Las
we know.
Vegas and Stewart is?
That's how we know what this is. At least Stewart is further that way.
Thank you.
Here's the next one. Okay, that's how we know. All right? If we didn't have His word with us on earth, in His proper spirit, we wouldn't know who the Most High or His only begotten Son, or have an opportunity to build our faith up according to His word.
Right. I have something.
This is Isaiah 55 and 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my ways, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord.
Yeah, so you can't try to come up with your best idea to teach the word of the Most High when He has His own way already set up. Okay, His way was set up from times before, ancient times. Okay, He told us to go out there and compel them to come in, that they may be fed into this wedding, that they may be cleansed. Okay,
And He told us who to go to.
He told us
Go
exactly.
to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. We don't care about every soul walking by, man. Even those that might be on this side. We're only out here for the elect, man, because that's the only people that this word is actually going to seal. Everybody else, they're going to just walk to their condemnation. We ain't worried about these people, man. It tells you in the scriptures, as in the days of Noah, they were eating and drinking and giving in marriage. You know, they were being entertained. They were given to their sexual lust. You know, they were doing what the hell they wanted to do.
Everybody, what do you say? They're out here having a good time. They're not going to.
Let me finish this, bro.
No, you heard it.
verse 9. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts.
I was gonna say, how are we supposed to know the higher ways of the Heavenly Father when we down here in the filth? When we've been away from Him, He turned His back on us. He's a higher power than we are. So the only way for Him to share with us is to give it to who He's gonna give it to, and us to grow it from there. We can't be like, oh, I got it figured out within myself. It takes His Spirit to come into us and to show us how to understand this thing and what to do. Okay, to move us in that way. Because He is a higher power, He has control over us to do those things. The scriptures say in Proverbs, the 20th chapter, man's goings is of the Lord, how then can a man understand his own way? So you don't know what you're thinking when you're going to try to serve the Heavenly Father. He showed you how to serve Him. Same thing when you go into the Levitical laws. Okay, the things that the priests and that they had to do. They couldn't do it. They could have messed up on some of the ordinances that they had to do. So He has a specific way He wants this done. And this way is the way that truly shows your faith. Okay? Y'all got it? Listen, let's Jeremiah 2. 33. I got it.
Got it.
Yeah, Jeremiah 2 and 33. Why trimmest thou wait to seek love? Therefore thou hast also taught the wicked ones thy ways.
Read that again.
Yep. Jeremiah chapter 2 verse 33. Why trimmest thou wait to seek love?
Yeah. That's our people in this world that's trying to seek acceptance from the world.
Yeah.
That's right.
You'll trim your weight just to seek the approval of this world, man. And the Lord said, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
That's right.
You know?
God.
So you're willing to compromise your own moral principles and statutes and instructions that the Lord gave you just so that you can feel accepted with these heathens out here.
God.
Doing the heathenistic thing instead of the things of a holy, separate, and higher people.
Yeah.
Which this book is supposed to remind us who we are as a higher, separate, royal people.
Yeah. Why trimmest thou way to seek love, man?
It says, therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. Yeah. Basically, you follow after what they do, and you continue pushing those wicked ways, making it acceptable amongst our people when you're not teaching the right way. But we're out here teaching the right way. First thing you see is, hey, why y'all doing this? Y'all doing it wrong. Yeah, like that's the first time we ever had suggestions on how we should change the way we teach. Day one, my first time out here on the street, somebody came up, man, y'all so rough, man, calm down. You gotta show love. This is love. It's tough love.
See, but these motherfuckers wouldn't have nothing to say if Kanye was up here. If he was pushing his Jesus magic, these people, they would be all around
a crowd,
and they'd be waving their phones back and forth.
Christian,
you know what I'm saying?
Jesus is love, fucking doctrine, man. That thing is toxic.
It is toxic.
You know?
It is toxic because you're saying that the Lord is only one way.
Yeah, kind.
You acting like the Lord's not going to come back for vengeance, man.
Here you are. We have all these emotions. We hate, we love, we feel anger, but the Lord doesn't. So what? We're better? I mean, you know?
Oh, get Job 4 and 17 real quick. Let's get that.
I got to pretty real quick to go with it.
Proverbs 11 and 1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is His delight. Like the brother was alluding to, the Lord is not all love, not all hate. It's a balance. All right, it's a balance in this. All right, and that's what people.
We should be balanced.
Yeah.
So like if I could say, because when people tell us, no, you gotta, we teach a lot of love up here. The love is us like the scriptures tell you what love is. This is love that you follow after His commandments. That's how you know you love the Heavenly Father. When you seek love is the keeping of her laws. Okay, when first desire discipline to have wisdom, then the keeping of the laws. It's the love of that discipline, love of the Heavenly Father. So we teach that love too. But when you don't follow it, there's hate that's gonna come to you. Because you being opposite to the love of the Heavenly Father proves that you hate the Heavenly Father. Okay, so how's he supposed to take it? They're just not sure. No, he's gonna take it as an action of hate towards him.
You know what proves that you people are full of shit? You say you love the Most High, but yet, why do death continue to reign?
Kind.
Give me Proverbs 8 and 36.
I got Isaiah.
And then get Proverbs 15 and 9.
18? 15 and 9?
15 and 9 and Proverbs 8 and 36. Because if you love the Most High, then there would be less death on the earth.
You gotta say this
Yep.
real quick. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 13. Wherefore the Lord Yahweh saith, for as much as his people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and by their fear toward me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precepts of men, not by the Spirit of the Heavenly Father. That what he came, he said, oh, the Spirit came through TV and told me. No,
Hey, that was
he told you
box.
wrong.
That was a demon.
The idiot box. Everything you're getting out of the idiot box is to make you become more stupid.
Yep.
Anything you're getting from that,
Yeah, that's
you're being
pushed out there to you.
you're being programmed to be a complete idiot, man. So if your calling was through the TBN network,
Right.
or television, or through watching BET, hey man, the Lord did not. That really wasn't the calling of the Lord. All right, that was just more witchcraft that was done on your mind. 'Cause that's the purpose of the idiot box you call the television. All right.
It's called programming for a reason.
Right, television program.
It programs your fucking mind.
And what comes through it? Entertainment. When you break down entertainment, what does it mean? It means to maintain your mind.
Yeah, they're like
Mind control. All these people out here, they're all under mind control.
Kind.
All these people, they're all walking zombies, man. Our people, and we ain't even concerned with the heathen. They're gonna always do what they do. They all are base people. We're only concerned with the people on this side, man. All right, but get back to the hypocrisy. People say that they love the Most High, and they always have the audacity to always say, "Well, you got to come with love. You got to have love in your heart. You know, God is love." But being a total, complete hypocrite, because you don't even know what love is. The scriptures say, "Will you speak deceitfully for the Most High? Will you speak deceitfully for Him? Is that what He said in His Word?
To speak toward,
You know?
Hey, that's Proverbs 30.
Because the scriptures tell us when you go back to the beginning, like around maybe I think the Deuteronomy, the 30th chapter, the scriptures, which is the instruction, is what determines our fate. If you're gonna live a long, successful life, or if you're gonna die a early death. And what did Moses say? He said, choose life.
Yeah.
Who will you choose this day, man? You know? These people out here talking about some love, but they choose. What do they choose? What lifestyle are they choosing?
Lifestyle of death.
They talking about love, yet they're on their way to commit whoredom
Yeah.
and do all kinds of drugs. You know,
Yeah.
these people, man.
What was the list of things that Paul wrote about? Different lasciviousness, revelings. That was the word.
Banqueting.
Revelings. Yep.
You should want
This
to
is
bring
this.
that Proverbs.
Get Proverbs 8:36.
This is Proverbs chapter 8, verse 36. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death.
Read that again.
But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death.
All they that what?
All they that hate me love death.
And what are the ways of death? What is the wages of sin? What is the wages of sin?
Get them. They all need it.
Death. Give me was it Romans 4? Get Romans the 4th chapter. No. I think it's Romans 6 chapter. Romans 6 and 23. He said, he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul.
Yeah, kind.
And they that hate me love death. Get that.
Romans chapter 6 and verse 23. For the wages of sin is death.
So that means what? If you love the ways of death, you hate the Most High. If you hate the Most High, that means you love sin. And these people out here, Christianity is about justifying sin.
Yeah.
So what love are you talking about?
Right.
What kind of love is that?
Right.
Your love is really hate.
And that's the game that you play with it.
Yeah.
You change the narrative of the perspective. You change the perspective of what sin is.
And the only reason they say they love God is because they have in their mind, they have designed this God of their own imagination that allows them to do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
And the more they throw that mantra over and over and over in their minds, they begin to believe it. And because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, the hearts of the sons of men is fully setting them to do evil and sin.
Yeah. Hey, so if you hate the Most High, you love the wages of sin. Because you love sin. You serve sin. And what is sin?
Transgressions of the law.
Get it?
Yeah.
That first John.
Yep. Let's get it.
John 3 and 4, it says, whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
Yeah, man. But in Christianity, the laws are done away with because we're not under the old covenant. But yet, in the new covenant, the Lord said he's going to put the law, statutes, and judgments in our inward parts.
So why would he stop?
The new covenant did not cancel out the law. All it did was it changed the
certain laws, certain ordinances.
Well, I'm trying to reword it so that it makes sense. But basically, we're not held to the standard that we had to come up under the old covenant. The Lord gave us grace so that we wouldn't have to fall up under that. Because if we was to fall up under the old covenant, then the Lord's going to judge us by that. Because we have to. I think it's in Leviticus, the 27th chapter. You know, cursed be he that do that don't perform of all the words of this law to do it. You know.
And the scripture says, if you break one, you break them all.
Yeah.
So it would be impossible for us in this wicked society to keep the law 100%, though we do what we can.
Right. Right. But that doesn't mean that you disannul his commandments. That's why it says in Romans 3. Yeah, we're justified by our faith, but that still doesn't cancel out the law, man. Because if that was the case, then the Lord would say, hey, if he saw two men in the act of homosexuality, the Lord would, you'd have an account of the Lord saying, well, we can't condemn them. You know, because their sins are forgiven, and they can't keep the law perfectly, so just let them have at it.
I always got to bring this up. That just don't make sense to me. For the Heavenly Father to say, hey, don't do this, don't do that. Then all of a sudden, somebody comes and don't do none of that. Now I got you. And somebody comes that doesn't sin at all, that does it perfectly. Oh, because he did it perfectly, now nobody got to do it. Don't worry, but just go ahead and do it. Do whatever you want now. That doesn't make any sense. Because you killed the guy that did it perfectly, by the way. Now you can do whatever you want. I got a couple pieces.
Yeah, but people like to say, oh, I'm Christian, which, in newspeak term, it means to be a follower of the anointed, right? To be so-called Christ-like, right?
Yeah.
Did he sin? No, right? So,
Bro.
I mean, and that's why Apostle Paul said, he that cometh preaching another Jesus.
Yep.
That's the Christian Jesus, man. The Kanye, the Yeezus.
Yeah, Jesus.
I
got a couple precepts out. Romans chapter 3, verse 31. Do we then make void the law through faith? Yahweh forbid, we establish the law. I gotta read up. Jump up to verse 19. No matter of fact, verse 18. There is no fear of the Most High before their eyes. These people in the world, especially our people, is no fear of the Most High in their hearts, man.
That's why they'll be the biggest dykes, the biggest homosexual.
The biggest drug users and dealers and whoremongers and adulterers and idolaters, murderers, thieves.
Yeah, man.
The list goes on and on.
The biggest scoffers.
Yep.
They don't have that fear, man. That's why the Lord's gonna bring that fear back, man. See, down there in the Bahamas.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they just got just a little inkling, a little taste,
A little appetizer.
But even with that, you know, Jake ain't gonna repent, man. You know, that's why the Lord got 2/3 that He got to write off. You know, you're gonna learn to fear though, but right now everything is calm. You're still in comfortability. You know, America gives you that sense of security. You know, so you become what? You become very proud, man. The pride goes before what? Destruction.
That's right. Yeah, I'm gonna read that again. Verse 18 it says, in Romans the 3rd chapter it says, there is no fear of the Most High before their eyes. Now we know that what things whatsoever the law said is said to them that are under the law.
Israelites.
That every mouth may be stopped, because nobody's keeping it perfectly but Yahweh Shai. No one has ever kept this perfectly but Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. All right, it says that all the world may become guilty before the Most High. Therefore, by the deeds of the law, there shall no flesh be justified in His sight. For by the law is the knowledge of sin. Okay, but now the righteousness of the Most High without the law is manifest. Why is it manifest? Because of your faith. Okay, and how do you prove your faith?
By doing what He said.
Yeah, what He commands you to do, obedience, and what's part of the obedience and the commandment? To practice the law to the best of your ability, as well as go out and feed the sheep and wake the people up and prophesy. Right? It says, being witnessed by the law and the prophets. Yeah, in the Old Testaments, from the laws and the laws of Moses all the way up to the prophets, this is what they were talking about. They're talking about the future if you didn't get right. They were talking about keeping the law if you didn't get right, and the things that would happen unto you, and that there will be one that came perfect. Okay? It says, even the righteousness of the Most High, which is by faith of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, unto all the Israelites.
All Israel, because it says to those that were under the law.
Yep.
Now let you know that those at the Church of Rome, he was addressing Israelites, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
And upon all them that believe, and only the Israelites is going to believe. It says, not even all the Israelites.
Yep.
The elect is going to believe. It says, for there is no difference. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of the Most High.
Yeah, because going back to Daniel, was at 9, where it says all Israel have transgressed the law of the Most High. Therefore is the curse, poured out upon us. That's why we at the bottom. That's why you asked him, like, you wonder why we living like this in America and everywhere we're scattered. Well, hey, we feel short of the glory, man.
Yep.
We all broke the commandments, man.
The problem with America today, man, our people in particular, is everybody got all the wisdom of God until you ask them directly about God.
Yeah.
Now they know all the solutions until you ask them, okay, what did God say to do? Well, I don't know that Bible like that.
What does the Bible say?
Yeah, well, they don't have any answers. How do you know everything about God outside the Bible?
Yeah.
But don't know nothing in the Bible.
Yeah,
that don't work together.
Yeah, fuck that, man.
Right. It's your own opinion now at this point.
Because if we have to listen to you and your opinion, the world is through.
Yeah,
Hey, it would be like how it is now.
It'd be worse. Going forward, it'd be exactly what it is now. Going forward, it'd be worse. But without the Bible ever on the earth, we'd be gone. We'd have never made this far.
Kind.
I honestly, Most High is the one that controls all of that.
Scripture.
Just saying. I'll just read a little bit more. Verse 24, being justified freely by His grace through the redemption that is in Yahweh Shai Mashiach, whom the Most High has set forth to be a propitiation through faith in His blood to declare His righteousness for the remission of sins that are past through the forbearance of the Most High. To declare, I say, at this time, his righteousness. What was his righteousness? Perfection in the law. That was one thing. His wisdom and his faith. It says,
He was obedient unto the cross.
that's right. And his obedience, right? All the things that the other great men had, he had it as well. Okay, it says, he had all of them though. It says, to declare, I say at this time, his righteousness, that he might be just and the justifier of him which believeth in Yahweh Hamashiach. Yeah, I'll keep it. It says, I'm going to read down to the end because it goes back to that first scripture. So where is boasting then? It is excluded by the law of works, nay, but by the law of faith. Therefore we conclude that a man is justified by faith without deeds of the law. Because you break one, you broke them all. So that's not going to help you how many you do. But your faith in doing them anyway that you can't keep them perfect is how you justify your faith. It says, is he the Most High of the Jews only? Is he not also of the Gentiles? Those are also Israelites that don't look like Israelites anymore. Okay? It's always still talking about Israel.
And not even just necessarily their physical appearance.
Right.
Jake, that's just in the freaking world, just being a damn heathen. You're a Gentile too.
Omega Psi Firewalk up here, looking like Negroes, but got all the bald head, baby face, Greek lettering and everything else of the Greeks. All practices of the Greeks.
Brand on their arm.
Brands and everything else that they were doing from the time of the Greeks.
Hey, if you a black woman is God, you're a Gentile, man.
Right.
All right. You pushing Scientology, you're a Gentile.
Kind.
You got
Okay.
that image of white
You pushing
Jesus?
you pushing Jesus.
Yep.
The same Jesus that Kanye pushing. You're a Gentile, man.
Yep.
Okay.
Just a little more. Verse 31, it says, 30, it says, seeing it is one power or one God, which shall justify the circumcision by faith and uncircumcision through faith. Do we then make void the law through faith? Yahweh forbid, yea, we establish the law. So to close it back up with that.
Yep.
How was it on that point?
You got said you had something?
Well, it was about there's no knowledge of Yahweh in the land. I was going to bring that out. Isaiah 41.
Kind.
It's Hosea chapter 4, verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord had a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh in the land.
That's why he has a problem with you, man. All right? Because there is no truth. There is no truth. There is no knowledge of the Most High among you. And whatever you know about the Most High, like the scripture said, is taught by the precept of men. Your perspective or perception of who the Most High is based on a false prophet, a motivational speaker, a false, a false philosophy, emotions. Really for a lot of you, your God is really your own inner belly.
That's right.
So that's why the Most High has a controversy with you, man. The Lord told he cussed the priest out, the prophet Micah, and he said, y'all worry me. And they said, how do we worry you, Lord? And he said, well, you worry me by saying to the wicked, thou art good. And that's you jakes, when you get to sympathizing and justifying beastly, degenerate behavior amongst these people, man. All because you want acceptance from the world. You want to follow what the serpents say.
Yeah.
You want to follow a multitude to do evil.
Kind.
We can't judge him. He's a human just like you. You become a damn social justice warrior. Why are you discriminating? Are you homophobic? Or you're misogynist? You hate women?
Buzzwords, yeah.
I can tell, like Jake, I can tell y'all don't get no box, man. The way y'all be talking about these women, man, y'all must not be getting no pussy. Nah, I don't pussy beg to get pussy, bro.
Kind.
I'm not you.
I don't have to. This works better. I tried that before I bought into this. This works much better.
And I'd rather attract a woman who doesn't want a pussy to kill pussy too.
To control me with that.
Exactly. You know? I'd rather attract a woman who rather give her goods to a man that's not controlled by those goods.
Kind.
All right. So I'm not gonna be a 21 savage ass nigga talking about, you know, it's her body, it's her choice. You know, what was that march that he did with Amber Rose?
Slut walk.
The slut walk.
Yeah, he ain't with the bitch now. She got another.
Come on, man.
Pregnant by another.
Come on, man. Why trimmers thou away to seek love, man?
Kind, bro.
You know? Read that again. Who was
Hosea chapter 4:1.
Read that again.
Yeah, kind.
This is why the Most High has a controversy with you tribes, man.
Hosea chapter
He hate what you become because you're destroyed for the lack of knowledge. The Lord is trying to give you that knowledge through the men, through His service to prophets.
That's on verse 6. I can jump down to verse 6.
Go ahead.
Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord had a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, no mercy, no knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in the land.
Yeah, man. That's why it tells you in Isaiah 30, you know, they rather hear smooth things
Yeah.
and for you to prophesy deceit to them. They don't want you to tell them the truth.
Kind.
You know? Hey, the truth is now considered hate
Hate
speech.
speech.
now.
Right.
You tell the truth to your neighbor, that's showing hatred and not love.
If you call somebody obese fat, you just hated on them. Is what they're saying.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like it ain't true.
Hey, I told the truth to my neighbor, never spoke to me again.
That's all it takes.
Never spoke to me again.
Straight up.
Because they hate the truth. You know?
What did the scripture say about it? You should love the most powerful thing of all is the truth. That's the most love you can show somebody by giving them the truth. Hey man, you too fat, you eat too much. Stop eating that shit. That's the truth. Hey, you wicked as hell, man. Stop sinning against the Heavenly Father, or He gonna kill you. That's the truth.
It may hurt, but it's the truth.
Yeah. It should hurt.
If you're going off, and that's actually love.
That's love.
For someone to correct you, to tell you that you're going off, to show you where you're going off, and try to help you, you know, get right with the Heavenly Father. That ain't hate. Right,
Okay, that's why going back to Proverbs 8.
Yep.
He that hate me love death. You hate my instruction? All right, well, you're gonna find out you're gonna learn the hard way then. You hate me because I instructed you in righteousness. I gave you the instructions on how to live on the world, and you actually find that grievous to you?
Yeah. Kind.
All right, well, you can find out the other way then.
There's two ways to find this out.
Yeah.
You know, willingly or unwillingly. And the unwillingly way is very painful.
Kind.
There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but
But the
the end
end,
are the
yeah,
ways of death.
Kind.
You can either humble yourself or get humbled.
Yeah.
Kind.
It sucks to get humble.
Yeah? You want me to jump down to verse 6?
Go ahead.
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy power.
You gotta read at the level of this brother.
I will also forget thy children.
Yeah. You Jakes, you wonder why you feel neglected from a higher power to the point where you start to not believe in a higher power.
Like, start to question.
Yeah.
Now.
Like, I really don't believe in a God, because if there was a God, why would He let us go through? You know, why is He letting us get shot down by the police?
Why babies dying?
Why babies gotta die? You know? Why he let my mother and my uncle and my nephew get put to death?
Why does some of the Jakes got cancer and ailments? Why why we always sick. Why? Because you know you get the curse on them and the way you Jake's eat.
Kind.
A lot of the health ailments that our people deal with is because of the diet. You know.
The Lord gave you the diet to follow.
That's right.
You deviated from that, so that's why you got to deal with those ailments. You know, but I mean, on top of this devil, of course, ruining, you know, our food and herbs and things that we need. You know, that's why the devil's going. Yeah,
He studied them too and don't want us to get those.
yeah, man.
That was it.
That was it. Well, I can
And my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. You're ruined as a people, man, because you refuse to hearken unto his instructions, man. His wisdom. You find it grievous. You know, you despise the law of the Most High, man. You know, and it tells you that in Proverbs 13:13, he that despises the word of the Lord shall be destroyed.
Yep.
You know, you want to justify a man sleeping with another man? All right, go ahead, then. Go ahead. But it never ends good.
Kind.
It never ends well for you. You know, that's how you know these people are. They're mentally depraved, man. You know.
I read verse 6.
As they were increased, you sinned against me. Yeah, you read verse 7.
And so saith chapter 4 and verse 7. As they were increased, so they sinned against me.
Yeah, because when our people, when they feel a sense of prosperity, you know, they're able to eat and be nourished and be able to live comfortable, they increase, and that causes them to fall away from the Most High.
Kind.
You know, they stop thinking about the Most High when they increase.
Hey, gun. That's why the scripture speaks of it is harder for a rich man to enter into the kingdom than for a camel to go through the eye of a needle.
Yeah.
You know?
What was that? Solomon said, "Give me neither poverty nor riches."
That's right, bro.
It said, if you feed me with food continually, because if I increase in riches, I will take the word of the Lord and somebody get it.
Kind.
What is that?
Proverbs 30 and I think it's like 8. So they feel compelled to think that them being blessed with, you know, with their material possessions, they think that they got it on their own. And they start to deny the Most High. They start to trust in those riches. And Jake, they trust in oppression, man.
Yep.
Proverbs 30 and 8. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. Lest I be full and deny thee.
Lest I be full, meaning what? Abound and increase, but not in a spiritual sense. No,
Physical.
you're giving into your flesh. You're getting all the material. You're getting all that luxury, and those things is what keep you secure, so to speak. All right. Thou that are given unto pleasure, that dwellest carelessly, like it says about the virgin daughter of Babylon.
Kind.
Then you start to get that sense of, well, I am.
Kind.
You know, and you start to disregard the Most High, man.
I did this. I built this.
Yeah, you start to think that you're a god.
Yeah.
What the fuck out of me? That's cool. Nah, that's real shit, though.
Give me Deuteronomy 8. So like that's why Ecclesiastes 7, the was that 7 and 7?
Kind.
Oppression make up a wise man mad, but a gift
Kind. Destroy of the heart. That's right.
I want to do Deuteronomy 8 from
Deuteronomy 8 and start at like 11. Because it says when you begin to you become full and you deny him, right?
Yep.
That's what happened. Sample of it right there.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 11. Beware that thou forget the Lord thy power.
And our people, they have forgotten the Most High, man. That's why they done made mammon their god. They chase after riches. That's really the overall common goal of the American society, to live the American dream. You gotta go and chase the bag, go secure the bag. You know, go and get that money. Try to get rich.
That fake American dream.
Fake ass, yeah, man. Which on that money is the face of the devil.
Kind.
Our people worship that, man. That's why they'll do anything to get it. That'll motivate them to go out there and sell drugs and ruin their whole community, their whole neighborhood, or to go
And
pull.
their family.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, listen to the OJ song.
Kind.
Yeah. You'll do anything for money. These women, they reduce their self-worth for they price their pussies out of this world, man.
Yeah.
To the best bidder.
Yeah.
Highest bidder. Yeah. Yep.
They'll become a ghetto ganger for that dollar, man.
Kind.
They'll get trans ran on them. They'll do whatever for that money. You know. So
That's
when
no
you would,
different than the entertainers either, though.
oh yeah,
Try to get them off the hook.
hey, they'll bend over for the money. Sell their soul for the money.
Yeah, what did Jesus say, right? He said, my soul to the devil.
With a crappy deal. Yep.
Jesus said, God, towards it.
Like
Like a happy man.
You got money.
And everybody went berserk.
Yeah.
And love Mars.
Now he's telling you to come to Christ.
Right.
Yeah. Kind, bro.
Singing the song from like 2006.
That nigga that Lord sacrificed his moms. You know?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and that dude is driven by money. Even this whole Jesus shit, he's trying to put life back into Christianity, but really that's just a marketing tool.
Trying to revive his career.
Yeah. To get those Christian followers. And these Christian followers, they're worldly, they're secular, they'll follow anybody talking about some Jesus Christ.
Kind.
You know, something that I saw the other day on the internet, they were talking about how pushing that life back into Christianity, they mixed the secular music and letting that secular music right into the Christian music.
Yeah.
But they both are secular in the first place, but they're literally letting in Cardi B songs and changing a few words, demonic ass vibrational songs, changing just a couple of words to make it about the Lord. The vibration of it is still there in wickedness.
To attract the young Jays.
Hey, bro.
Back in the church.
And they know that you Christian goers are the most gullible,
Kind.
vulnerable people.
Kind.
You're the most simple people, so if they can get you through the form of entertainment, they already got you.
And that's what they do, because they play on you Jake's emotions. They read a few scriptures, and the rest of the church is secret.
Yeah.
You know, one scripture from the gospel, and the rest of it is niggas singing and dancing and praise dancing and all that stuff. Yeah. And they preach that whole prosperity doctrine back to the brother was saying.
About money.
All about money. Whether it's outside of the church or inside of the church, they're preaching money, you know?
Kind, bro. That nigga Creflo Dollar said all of his congregation that wouldn't tie, he'd get a Uzi and spray him, bro.
And shoot and spray them all down.
Yeah.
Hey, man. So when you get that carnal increase,
Yep.
you'll start to deny the Most High, man. You start to forget that He's the one that blesses you.
Kind.
Poverty and riches come both from the Most High.
That's right.
He'll raise up a man from the dunghill instead of on the throne of glory.
Yep.
But he also, it's not for him to make a poor man rich.
Yeah,
You could be a demon and he could make you rich.
Kind. Hey, exactly.
That's
Esau.
why the scriptures tell us not to fret ourselves because of the wicked that prosper in their way. You know? And then we're going to get that.
And there's a judgment at the end of that too.
Kind.
This is Acts 12. I'm going to start at 20. And Herod was highly displeased with them of Tyre and Zidon, but they came with one accord to him, and having Blastus, the king chamberlain, their friend, desired peace, because their country was nourished with the king's country. Was nourished by the king's country. And upon a set day, Herod, arrayed in royal apparel, sat upon his throne and made an oration unto them, And the people gave a shout, saying, "It is the voice of a God and not of a man." And immediately,
And this was Herod, all right, which is a straight up Edomite. All right.
I think he looked mixed though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because their fathers married in to the seed line, so to speak. Even though they didn't make them actually of the seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, but they married in with the I forget the woman, but she was of the Hasmonean line, and she married Idumean. And that's how that the Herodians ended up, taking the rulership over Judea. You know? So this devil, he was exalting himself like he was a god. That same spirit that Esau comes in, man.
Man, they did a similar deal with that with Barack Obama. Made him look like a Negro or African American, right?
Correct.
But he was a heathen. He had nothing to do with our people. That's why when you look at what he actually did for our people, because the whole point of getting your own, voting your own people in office is so you can get benefits off of it. But we didn't benefit. And then Jacob even made an excuse for us as he's the president of the United States, not just a black people. Yeah, but we're Americans also in the United States. And it's not even. Can we try to get it balanced at least? Well, that's what Herod did back in the day. But being an Edomite, a direct Edomite, he had a special hatred that went back to Esau himself, okay, for our people. So he put certain things.
verse 22, "And the people gave a shout, saying, It is a voice of a God and not of a man. And immediately the angel of the Lord smote him, because he gave not Yahweh the glory, and he was eating of worms and gave up the ghost."
See that? That's that pride, man. That when you exalt yourself on the level of a god, man. Hey, that's the same level of pride that's on these people, man. Especially the so-called white people. Because of what? Because he's increased. Because of thy traffic and thy knowledge.
Yep. Yeah.
It tells you in Ezekiel 28.
Yep. Kind.
You think that you are a god now. Because of your increase in riches.
Yep.
You think that you got that on your own might.
And that's what these pastors and these churches push too.
Yeah.
That's why everybody following after Kanye West. His music is cool, so they think, but it's old. But because he has money in that position, that's why you really follow him. Like he gonna drop some special information on you about it. Like he gonna teach you how to be rich like that.
Yeah.
That nigga Kanye West had been doing that shit in his backyard, having Sunday service or whatever, and what they did was they brought it to that mega church in Atlanta and just amplified it, and that brought a lot of more people in, because that's
Rock 13.
that shit in his backyard was just
13
private.
23.
But what it did when it brought it to the light, to the forefront, and let everyone come to the church, that just did nothing but rock you Jakes back to sleep.
Kind.
Got you believing in America again.
Yeah, making America great again. Hey, cause that was one of the things that they used when they was using the Bible a certain way. That was one of the ways that they had America great.
And don't think that Kanye's not going to be at one of these Democratic rallies or conventions or something. Republican shit, probably. Pushing that same vibration.
Hey man, making America great is keeping the elites straight.
Kind, bro.
Because they own this shit. All right, they own all this shit, man.
I got what you want. You said 13 and what?
20.
So like 13 and 23.
Can I hit this one first? Second Ezra chapter 8 verse 50. "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride."
Yeah. That's one of the things that the Most High hate. He hate a proud look. But the scriptures say, in the last days we shall come into perilous times, but some shall be lovers of themselves.
Yep. Kind.
And proud was
That's that narcissistic behavior in our people. You see it predominantly in these women.
Kind, bro.
Because these women have been pedestalized and deified, man. You can't say nothing against them, without people getting offended. Men and women get offended when you say something about the woman.
Kind.
Right. Yeah, men and women. Right?
Men and women. You can't say nothing about them. Only you can talk about the men all day.
Yep.
But really, let me limit that. You can't talk about a faggot, a homosexual man, or a transgender man. No, the straight man, you can talk about him all
The
day.
heterosexual straight man, he's a piece of shit on this planet. No one gives a shit about this guy.
Yeah.
The real fathers of the world, no one gives a shit about these
Yeah,
guys.
that's toxic masculinity.
Toxic,
Right.
man.
It's so toxic that the same devils that actually set up the system that actually protects you was a masculine setup.
Yeah.
Right.
Masculinity is responsible for that. Masculinity is why you got your America.
Kind.
Wars have to be fought to set up America.
And it's funny, now that it's been taken away, is what's gonna take it away from you.
Like when you have these little LGBTQ marches, you know, these little parades and stuff. Who's fucking protecting them?
Right. Meaning, look around right here. It's cops in uniform, men.
Masculinity has to do this job in order for this shit to continue to fester. It shows you how hypocritical that philosophy is.
Kind.
Hey,
You'll condemn a man for being masculine, for having a masculine nature, but yet you're not going to come against the police that actually protects you and implement laws or help enforce laws that actually protect you and your lifestyle.
I would love to see 2 statistics and then get the people's reaction to those statistics. Most of the statistics, men officers versus women officers, and men soldiers versus women soldiers. And if it was all women, 100% women in your military and in your police services, would you feel safe? I'd love to know that, what you people actually think is true. An online poll where no one sees your face, I'd just like to know that. You know, I guarantee you don't feel safe when women protecting your country or your cities.
Shit.
You wanna get Trump right
Most people wouldn't feel safe if a woman was protecting a security guard at their store.
there? Right. Oh, we about to- we
Let
about to steal out here.
alone your city or your country.
Right.
Come on, man. Straight up, man. Was there more on that? That was it. I get it.
Actual Deuteronomy? Or
We gonna go back to Deuteronomy. I wanted somebody to get some.
Sirach 13.
okay.
Sirach 13, I'm gonna start at verse 20 because the time's right in. It says, as the proud hate humility, so do the rich abhor the poor. A rich man beginning
That's why
to fall.
that's why they look down upon you when you don't have anything.
Kind.
Yep. That's why nobody wants to be poor.
Yeah.
Wants to be base. Wants to have just enough to be convenient. Everybody wants an abundance of money and goods and quality and riches.
Yeah.
They want everybody can't be rich, man.
Kind.
For a few to be rich, the majority has to be poor. I think that's a quote from somebody. I don't remember who. I think one of the elites quoted that. It says, a rich man beginning to fall is held up by his friends, right? The position of a rich man, right? But a poor man being down is thrust away by his friends. When a rich man is fallen, he has many helpers. He speaketh things not to be spoken, and yet men justify him. Kanye West. Still talking about this guy, right? It says, the poor man slippeth, and yet they rebuke him too.
Now, Salakia, an example of that is the hypocritical, unjust court system.
Oh, yeah.
The so-called justice system. It matters if you're rich or not in the court of law.
Kind.
Jake that don't have the means to have a powerful lawyer, he's already
Yeah, he already lost.
he's already lost.
He's looking for a deal.
Hey, you gotta go to
He has
him.
to have some type of district attorney
Yeah, you gotta go to him.
try to
defender. You gotta go to him.
Yeah.
Wait, so I gotta go to your system to help me out of your system?
And it's been
That don't make no sense.
and it's been proven that the public defenders don't have the best interest of their clients.
No,
Kind.
they got the best
They
interest of the
have lunch with these judges.
Yeah.
system. And the other lawyers and the prosecutors.
They all
and then
get
look out
along.
for the law enforcement.
Yeah. And with Jake, it's you're guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah.
It's the other way around.
That's because we're the poor. You can treat the poor however you want to treat them.
Yeah.
Shit, what they gonna do? March? Ah. You know?
And every once in a while, a Jake get off or get exonerated, and everyone okay cheering. But shit, 1,000. If one get off 1,000, it's locked up unjustly.
It's easily 100. It's easily 100.
But meanwhile, you got the Harvey Weinsteins, and you got all these Edomites.
Matt Lauer's.
You got all these motherfuckers that's powerful, that got money and status.
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
One of his accusers end up dead.
Yeah.
You know, all these Edomites that got money, even they don't even got to be famous. You just got to have a little bit of substance in the society, and they're going to get off. They'll get. I seen a rich Edomite. He raped a little girl, and he got 3 months probation.
Yeah, I saw that.
And house arrest or something. He had
don't want to ruin his whole life.
Yeah. What? He's 77 years old.
But yet Jake will get life for just accusations.
Yeah, accusation is still.
That's some crazy.
What was the name of that Democratic Edomite? That was he was basically luring Jakes into his
Ed something in California.
In California.
Yeah.
He's just now being indicted.
It was under investigation for so long. And then now they just, it's time.
A third person wound up dead in his home.
Yeah.
Because he was putting drugs in them so he could pop them.
Yeah. And it was all Jakes too.
And it was never sodomite niggas.
Yep.
Esau was getting away with that for a while.
Shit, look at Jeffrey Dahmer.
Dahmer and Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
Look on that island been popping.
Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people.
Yeah, man, and Esau writes his laws to further oppress Jacob. But see, Esau, he can override the law because who said that? I don't know if it was one of the Rockefellers or Rothschilds that said it. He said, "If give me control over a nation's money, and I care not who makes the laws."
Yeah.
My Amshel, right? Power, man. See, when you rich, you're above the law. You ain't gotta comply to the laws. But the peasants, the slaves, they gotta be up under the law.
Hey, that's the easy way to see that is when you go to these rich neighborhoods, how much patrol is out there? Versus you go to these ghettos, how much patrol? You hear a siren all night and half the day.
Gunshots, helicopters,
Gunshots,
shit.
yeah, the same shit.
Yeah.
Look, Jay. Right now.
Destroy it, bro.
I gotta appreciate it.
See that? But hey, that's because we're the poor, man. You know.
This is Psalms 94.
And we kind of got away a little bit. I kind of still wanted Sirach 13 and Deuteronomy 8, but get your break.
This Psalms 94 and 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, who framest mischief by law?
Well, if I could tie it in right quick. What we're showing you is that why you people want to be rich and the privilege that you believe being rich is about. But being rich pulls you further away from the Most High. And I'll quote it. It says, it's harder for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven. It's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven. Why? Because he ain't gonna want to give up all his riches to be humble enough to be humble enough to serve the Heavenly Father.
God, ultimately, they don't got faith. Because if you got faith in your Habashim Yahushai, well, you figure, hell, he gave it to me before. Whether I earned it through my talent or whatever it may be, he gave me that talent, enabled me to earn the lifestyle, the riches or whatever I have. So if I give it away, who's to say he won't give it to me again or more?
That's not the faith that they think.
Exactly. Right? Niggas don't got faith.
That was finished.
Yeah, I was finished that.
Still going?
No, that was it.
Okay, come. Verse 22 again, it says, back in Sirach 13, it says, when a rich man is fallen, he have many helpers. He speaketh things not support. To be spoken.
Always got support.
Yeah.
But a man that doesn't have nothing, people don't even want to be around him.
About to say, yet men justify him. It says the poor man slipping, and yet they rebuke him too. He spake wisely and could have no place. He'll speak wisely. The other guy be speaking falsehoods, and you'll still take the rich guy. But you'll rebuke the poor guy, even though he spoke wisely. Here's the verse here. It says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look and say, what extol it to the and say, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look.
They'll be quiet.
Look.
A man of status and riches, you're gonna always want to hear what he got to say, because in this society, people automatically assume a man is actually successful in riches because of his wisdom. They think it was his wisdom that got him on that level of success.
And the Most High will make a wise man rich. That's not a problem. We got examples of King Solomon and whatever else. But that doesn't automatically go with riches. Wisdom don't automatically. How many famous people that ended up broke was drug habits? Soon after they got the riches. It wasn't a difference. They just ran out of money. That's why they looked terrible. It was smart. It says, and look what he said. They extol it to the clouds.
They extol it to the clouds. That's why people value these entertainers and these false leaders, man. Because they get starstruck and be like, yeah, whatever Jay-Z said, that's Hov,
Bro, like when that nigga Nipsey Hussle died.
Oh, man.
They took every word this nigga said as if it was truth.
Yeah, like
it was another scripture.
Yeah.
He's the first nigga to buy commercial real estate. Right?
Right.
Like, come on.
First nigga to
Shaq and Magic.
First nigga to drink a smoothie.
First nigga to encourage.
They painted murals of him with quotes and shit.
City
Bugged out, man.
Yeah.
Bug that shit.
That's what Jacob do, man.
Not the saga.
But meanwhile, the shit that about eating good and Dr. Sabi, well, it don't mean nothing when we say it.
Yeah, kind.
We always.
It didn't mean that when Dr. Sabi said it.
Kind, bro.
Nipsey has to say it for Dr. Sabi to even get it.
And even if you follow that eating good, man, you're still gonna die. You're still gonna perish.
Yeah, because what's in you is wicked. Not what you put in you, but what's in you is wicked.
Only this food will give you eternal life.
Right.
Alright, so forget all that bullshit.
It says, but if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him.
Yeah.
They love to kick a nigga when he down, man. That mean anybody. That's not just our own people. Well, let me read this, because this ties right in. 24. Riches are good unto him that have no sin, and poverty is evil in the mouth of the ungodly. That's the difference of what Solomon said and what Paul said. He asked him for poverty nor riches, but he know how to abase and know about.
Yep.
Two speakers in that moment. It's not an evil thing to be in a impoverished situation. It humbles you, but it gets your mind right.
I mean, when you think about it, in the rap world, the content that comes out of it, especially for the top entertainers that have earned, six figures or more, a lot of their music is about belittling those that don't have. It's about exalting what they accomplished and what they received, and using that to basically belittle and talk down upon those that don't have what they have.
They love to say, I'm eating, and basically they're saying, I'm eating, you're hungry.
Yeah.
You starving.
You starving.
Yeah, you dealing with broke niggas and
I justify myself.
Me and broke niggas, we don't get along.
yeah.
Right.
You know, some shit, man.
But you see that one Jake that was in the car with that camera with the car. He started talking about speaking things, ideas out of the Bible. You know what I'm talking about? This dude was supposed to be broken homeless, but he dropped all that wisdom.
Oh, kind. And
it was wisdom that he was dropping. He couldn't tell you it was directly from the Bible, but you could tell. But the point of it being, people want to, it was so deep. Who broke him off money? Nobody broke him off money. It's still wrong, but you don't get that because you're just
3, verse 9. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad.
That was Solomon speaking, right? Yep.
For who is able to judge this, thy so great a people? And the speech pleased the Lord that Solomon had asked this thing. And Yahweh said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself long life, neither has asked riches for thyself, nor has asked the life of thine enemies.
That's why I gotta say like this. The Most High could easily be like, all right, if most people want, well, I want to live forever. Yeah, but you could be broke forever. That's worse than being dead. You know, you could be impoverished forever without balance of life. You know, because your mind ain't right. But if you humble yourself and ask the best way to judge the people with the heavenly wisdom, what happened? He gave him the riches to make those things come forth. And he used them. When you read about King Solomon, he used all of that wisdom to rule over us as a people. We're the best we've ever lived, ever on earth before.
40 years of peace.
And I mean, the doorman was like, looked like he was a king of something, you know?
And he got that wisdom from the law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
That was his law that he discerned good and bad from. All right.
And he didn't let the riches of his glory get to his head.
Kind.
You know, he didn't let that deter him from serving the Lord. You know, doing judging the people according to righteousness.
That's right, bro.
That's the correct way. If you're gonna be rich, King Solomon is the perfect example of how to be rich. You know.
But has asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. And I mean, he couldn't get too proud because the Lord gave him everything that he had.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Once you have that in your spirit that Yahweh Shem Yahushua gave everything you got, you know, you shouldn't get proud. You always got to serve somebody. You know, you got it in order. First Corinthians 11th chapter. You got Yahweh Shai and man.
Kind.
And so, matter of fact, go back to Deuteronomy 8. Somebody get Deuteronomy 8.
Go back to
Deuteronomy 8. Now we can bring it out.
Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 11. Beware that thou forget not the Lord thy power, in not keeping his commandments, and his judgments, and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
This is why he has that controversy with you. Alright? This is why you continue to catch hell in this man's kingdom. Alright? Because you forgot the Lord your power. And he's trying to actually reel you in. He's trying to give you a helping hand here, but you slap it out. You slap it away from you.
Trying to give you a lifeline.
You know? So that's why the Lord, he's going to reject you. When all hell break loose in this society, man, when the economy finally collapses, and there's no way that you can feed your family, you can feed your daughter, your son. All right, when shit really does hit the fan here, that's when you're gonna be trying to rationalize in your mind, damn, what the hell is going on? What did I do to deserve this?
Either way, you should.
Why are we going through this? Why are we being horrified? Why are we being terrorized? You know, by this guy. You know, but the Most High, he's not a terror unto good works. If you do the right thing, the Lord he's gonna bless you.
Yep.
But if you're doing things that's displeasing to him, hey, he's gonna bring his vengeance upon you. That's just how it is, man. Go ahead, Al.
Want me to reread that or go down to verse 12?
Just keep reading all the way down.
Verse 12. lest when thou hast eaten and art full,
going back to Proverbs 30, you know, lest you be full and deny him, right? Go ahead.
and hast built goodly houses.
You build all these cribs up. You know, Jake pride themselves when they can get a lot of property. They love to boast about that. I got property over here.
I got acres.
You know what I'm saying? I got acres over here. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to put the tiles in this property over here. We'll make sure I get the chandeliers, the crystal chandeliers in the dining
They got
room over here.
aquariums. They got fucking bowling alleys, basketball courts. You name it, they got it.
Proud as hell, man.
Yeah.
Don't
Remember that TV show MTV Cribs?
I was about to say.
Oh my.
which half of them motherfuckers were perpetrating.
Yeah.
Now it was rental homes just for them to be on that show.
Yeah.
All that it wasn't even real. All that shit was fabricated.
Hey, you know whose was though?
Oh, Redman. Now he showed you his crib.
Yeah, hey, but you can tell it was his because the way he had it set up.
Kind.
He's like, I'm not here.
Yeah.
I'm barely here. I got equipment in here. My doorbell, I don't want it ringing.
He said, "Oh, here's my PS2."
Yeah, you know.
All you need is his weed, his video game.
His keyboard, some music.
Kept a little box of cash.
Yeah, kind. He got gifts on top of the fridge.
Yeah. You know?
Easy, man.
Go ahead.
Lest when thou hast eaten and art full, and hast built goodly houses, and dwell therein, and when thy herds and thy flocks multiply, and thy silver and thy gold is multiplied, and know that thou hast this multiplied, then thy heart be lifted up.
Yeah, now you proud. Now you proud. And that's the pride of this world. The lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life. Your pride of life is basically in your lifetime achievements of success. You know, I got this degree, I make this kind of money, I make this kind of these figures.
Every accomplishment,
You know? No, go ahead.
say every accomplishment that the world looks to, it gives you pride in. It's all to make money.
Yeah.
They only honor the things that you can get rich or make money from. Nobody else wants to hear nothing else than how much it's making. If it ain't making you money or getting you in a higher position, a status in the world, it ain't good for nothing.
And that's why people, you ask someone, oh, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a doctor, I want to be this. You say, why do you want to be that? To make money. If plumbers was making fucking millions of dollars, everybody be a damn plumber.
The trash man.
Exactly. It's all to make money, and like the brother was saying, to boast yourself. Like, you know, you ever meet somebody? Oh, what do you do? What do you do? Oh, you know, like, because they ask you that because they on a certain level where they want to boast of themselves.
I gotta bring it up. Teachers.
Oh yeah.
Teachers is like should be the most sought after position in the earth. Because you actually are putting into somebody knowledge. You're giving them a wealth of information, so to speak, right? But it's one of the lowest paying jobs in the world.
Teachers on strike.
Man, they on strike right now, right?
Kind.
Here in Vegas.
Bro, these DJs for these concerts, they making more than doctors.
Bro,
You know?
why would I
Some
ever?
athletes.
Yeah.
You got
When I
those
can just
athletes.
go do a party.
Bro, and just press buttons.
Yep.
Come on now.
That shows you what type of society.
But it goes back to what? Entertainment. To occupy your mind, like the brother was saying earlier. That's all what it's for. If you can entertain and tap dance with these Edomites and these niggas and these heathens, Jake can pay you millions. You know what I mean? But you know, if you give someone some real knowledge, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit.
They'll say those exact words, bro.
And now Jake envies their oppressor, so they want to be like the so-called white man. You know, they everything they do is to be equal to the so-called white man.
That's why these Stephen House niggas from all these little Django and other movies like that. The House nigga was a coveted position, man. Real, Jake wanted that
It's
position.
like that, I don't know, it's a cartoon where they hold the carrot over the horse.
Yeah.
To make that carrot is that bag, that money, and it's leading you Jakes any and everywhere you could they want you to go to get that money. And it's really taking you further and further away from the Most High.
That's it. That's it.
You know, that's the whole point of Esau's existence, is to destroy, like John 10 and 10. The thief not to, but
Come
Steal, and destroy.
kill, steal, and destroy. Destroy you Israelites, destroy you Jakes.
Go ahead, finish.
Verse 14. Then thy heart be lifted up, and thou forget the Lord thy power, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage.
That's a bunch of bullshit, guys. Sorry.
Verse 15. Want me to go
Bet you
down?
would say that.
He said they're running. Hey,
Yeah, kind of.
he said they're running up the street.
Prove it. Prove it.
It was like a family thing, like his parents.
Hey, I mean, that's supposed to happen.
Kind.
These people, they don't, you know, they're supposed to be like that.
They barely said something now.
Hour 16.
They're supposed to do what they're doing, man. You know, they let them have the last word. Let them scoff. Let them talk shit. You know, but hey, when we going into riches right now, when this dollar shuts down,
Thank you.
he's not gonna think any of this is bullshit.
You're right.
The only thing he gonna think is bullshit is that the Federal Reserve notes in his pockets
Are
is
worthless.
obsolete.
Kind.
It's not worth anything.
Worthless.
His savings is gone.
You're gonna be mad at whoever was in charge when the shit collapsed.
Yeah,
You don't think they're bullshit. The president is bullshit, man. My money's not worth
I
nothing.
never should have voted for Trump.
Yeah. It's all good, man.
Yeah, kind.
The heathens walking around with smirks and smiles on their face. It's all good, man.
Kind, bro.
You know, really, these people, they're a spectacle to us.
Kind.
We look down at these people and we can see their fate. We know what's coming to them.
Right.
They can look down on us and think that we're weirdos out here for doing what we're doing. But really, the joke is on them.
I was just about to tell you. Just about to tell you.
You know,
Just about to tell you.
it's all good, man. That way, that's why when shit does hit the fan, we're gonna rejoice. We're gonna eat. We're gonna have abundance. But they're gonna be in sorrow and they're gonna starve.
We're gonna be wealthy when it comes to eating. You know, you know,
We're gonna have protection from the angels.
Kind.
Food.
Yeah.
You said that, yeah.
Meanwhile, these homosexuals, they're gonna be getting put to death. These women gonna be getting raped and all type of shit gonna be happening out here, man. You know, we see it before it don't even cross their mind, but we already see it.
It's like that, the prophets had the vision.
Yeah.
When they saw the prophecy happen, we see it.
Yeah.
We see these streets being full of chaos and anarchy and yes. We see the concentration camps. We see the chip. These people, like these people walking down the street. They eventually they're gonna be walking down the street going to get a chip.
Kind.
Standing in a line.
Instead of standing in line for a concert, you don't need a chip to get into these concerts.
Kind.
They're gonna be standing in line to get a cup of soup all day just to say we out.
Kind.
Because they doing it in Venezuela and it's Central and South America right now.
Places that their economy is modeled America's after America.
How we doing, guys?
All right.
I know it's a public sidewalk, but it's also part of private property. So just limit yourself a little bit, all right?
In what way?
In what regard?
What?
Limit us how?
Just how long you're hanging out. That's all. That's all I'm asking. I'm not saying you can't be here
Okay, cool.
at all. I'm just saying limit yourself just a little bit. Okay.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
All right. It's kind of a joint easement with the city of Las Vegas. So I'm not saying y'all can't be here.
Right.
Y'all out here doing a good thing. Just kind of try to limit your time out here.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks.
Keep going on Deuteronomy.
Yeah, I think there's.
I'm gonna read off verse 14 again.
Then thy heart be lifted up, and thou forget the Lord thy power, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage, who led thee through that great and terrible wilderness, where
Hey, it's the Lord reminding you, like, hey, you ain't got you shouldn't be getting proud that you're being increased. Don't forget, I'm the one that delivered you out of Egypt. I'm the one that actually used, miracles.
Yeah.
I performed acts of power and showed my power and exalted you. I'm the one that did that. Don't forget me. So if I bless you and allow you to become increased, you should think upon me. If I was the same God that was able to deliver you when you was in a low position, then why not acknowledge me when you're fully blessed? You know? Our people, they forget the Most High when they do become blessed. You know? They start to act like they got everything upon their own merit, man.
That's why the Lord, when it was Gideon and the 300, that's why he said, he wanted to. Exactly. Took the words of my mouth. Yeah, you got it.
I didn't know the quota.
Yeah, but that's what he said. They exalt themselves and say they deliver.
Because they're many in number.
Yeah.
It's a lot, man. I must needs, but sure. Sirach chapter 11, verse 14. Prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come from the Lord Yahweh. Yeah, the Heavenly Father sets all this stuff up. Okay? Verse 15. Wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the law are of the Lord. Love and the way of good works are from Him. Error and darkness had their beginning together with sinners, and evil shall wax old with them that glory therein. The gift of the Lord Yahweh remaineth with the godly, and His favor bringeth prosperity forever. Because most of these that get prosperity not from Yahweh, get it snatched away ever so quickly. We got the phrase that we like to say, the devil wants his money back. He always come back to repo his possessions back from you. Okay? Look at Kevin Hart. He took his health with it also. Taking his money from that chick and taking his health. Like, shit happens, man. Shit is real. You go back to the early to mid 90s, Wesley Snipes was killing the game. The dude can't get a movie now. He's struggling to get any role.
What was that in Proverbs where it says riches grow up wings?
Oh yeah,
fly away.
I like this.
Somewhere in Proverbs. As quick as you got rich, it's as quick as you can also lose it. And when that happens to people, they become so depressed they damn near want to take their life.
Like in trading,
especially these Edomites. They don't know how to handle that type of adversity.
Trading places, good movie. Sirach 31:1, it says, watching for riches consumeth the flesh. And the care thereof driveth away sleep. Watching care will not let a man slumber, as a sore disease upon sleep. The rich have great labor in gathering riches together, and when he resteth, he is filled with his delicacies. The poor laboreth in his poor estate, and when he leaveth off, he is in still need. He is still needy. And the baby just saying, no one ever fully gets there. You don't ever get the point of getting all this money, so you can finally kick back. When I get rich, I'll get my money, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna travel and kick it. No, you gotta keep them riches up, or you're not going far. You're not traveling far at all. And if you're poor, it's a needy thing. Damn, I need, so I gotta keep going. That's the vanity of vanities when you go back to Ecclesiastes. Having too much or too little of anything.
Yep.
That was it on that.
I got something.
Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 17 through 20. All hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water. They shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them. And shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon all their heads. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord.
Kind.
They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. As for the beauty of his ornament, he set it in majesty, but they made the images of their abominations and of their detestable things therein. Therefore have I set it far from them.
So that's when you start to search out, like, what do I have left? You start to seek to whatever God that you think you believe, and that doesn't come through for you.
Kind.
Now what? Now what? You gonna go down to Egypt for help? Egypt needs help.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what's going on in Venezuela, man. They cast their money out in the streets because it ain't worth nothing. Then they put more whatever to certain season over here and the other gods that they worship. You know, but them other gods is not helping us. You know, there's no, it's all vain. The gods ain't helping us.
That's coming to America. Was going down there in Venezuela with the hyperinflation. America's gonna get hit the same way, man.
Okay.
It's just only a matter of time. See, at Wall Street, they're still playing with those numbers. Yeah. You know, they still playing with those markets. But soon enough, them investors, they're gonna start to not trust in making those investments, and that's what's gonna cause those markets to crash. You know? And they still talking about that, man. They still talking about how this economy really don't have a lot of time left, and that's why they're trying. That's why Trump is in the process of starting a war, a regional war in the Middle East, because they need that money to flow.
Kind.
Yeah, I just read something where I think the Fed is going to pump so many million into the economy. You know, and that's just an illusion to make you feel like everything is stable. And they're going to make you think everything is stable throughout this holiday season. But after that, it's going to go to shit, more than likely. I got to read real quick. This is Psalm 62:10. Trust not in oppression, become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not thy heart upon them. And that's for our people that when they riches.
Matthew 6, we never read it. We didn't have one. We hit this. We might want to hit that one.
I can't wait, man. I really can't wait till they finally pull the plug on this shit. So all these proud ass people out here are really no longer proud, man. Just like the most I hate a proud look, I hate that shit too. You see these people walking around, and that's all you see on their face.
They turn their nose up at us like we ain't shit.
Yeah.
They looking at us
like all type of remarks walking past and shit.
We looking at y'all like y'all bugged out.
They don't know what's coming. They don't know what's coming.
I got it. Matthew 6:24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other.
God and money don't go together. Simple and plain. God and money don't go together. Most High and money don't go together. Okay?
We're not saying money is wrong. We're supposed to use money as a defense, but
you can't get God with money. But you can get money with the Most High God. But it takes the wisdom to get you there. That's always in that form.
Or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve the Most High and mammon.
That's impossible. Because then, like it even tells you in the parable of the sower and the seed, those that fell upon stony rock,
that's
thorns, that fell upon thorns, they're the ones that because of the cares of this life, because of riches, they choke the word and become because now all you're concerned with is what you have in your possession, as opposed to if your heart is rich towards the Most High. You know? and the church of Smyrna. You know, they say because of we're rich, we have this, we have that. They're not they're not in need of anything. But the Lord said, but no, really, you're naked, you're blind, you're made. Was that Revelation 3 and 14, I think? And that was the church that was actually lukewarm.
Because they
were lukewarm because they had status.
They had a level of comfortability where the Most High wasn't in their thoughts.
Yeah. Like they don't have the same zeal that those that are that don't have anything to lose. All they have is just to serve Yahweh Shah. He that basically deny himself and everything that he had to serve the Lord, he's gonna be more on fire than him that has, I got property over here, then I got, my children, my wife over here, and then I got my family, and then I got my cattle over here, and
it's going. I got this.
You got so much going. How could you possibly have any time to serve the Lord?
For where your treasure is, there where your
treasure is, there where your heart is.
That's what they said about when they say, hey, drop everything, come serve the Lord. I got married, I got this cattle, oxen I gotta look at.
I gotta bury my father.
All the things are more important. Yeah, this is the most important thing.
First Timothy 6 and 17. Charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living power, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. That they do good, that they be rich in goods, ready to distribute, willing to communicate, laying up in store for themselves.
If you notice that list, willing to communicate and all that, what are they doing? That's a servant, that's a giver. They're giving. But what are they giving? The ultimate riches of, you still holding Matthew?
Go ahead.
Yeah, at 6 and 19. Read that right there. We're going to go back and look at it again.
Matthew 6, verse 19. Lay not up yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt.
Well, something to come, it's going to say it, go ahead.
And where thieves break through and steal. But lay up yourself treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal.
That's what you're communicating, go back, and that's what you're communicating, the riches of Yahweh Shema Shah, the wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shah. Okay? Isaiah 33 and 6 says, knowledge and wisdom should be the stability of thy times. What else does it say?
and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
The fear of the Lord is your treasure. Okay? How do you learn the fear of the Lord? Through this wisdom. Okay? So that wisdom is way more, and that's what you're giving, rather than handing out money. Now go back to what he had you do.
It's back in 1 Timothy 6 and I'll start at verse 18. They that do good, that they be rich in goods, ready to distribute, willing to communicate, laying up in store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come, that they may lay hold.
Isaiah the 33rd chapter, right?
That they may lay hold on eternal life. Those are the riches. Storing those things up, so when those times come, you'll have them. Our treasures are up in the heavens with Yahweh Shema Shah, where
we can't see. We can't see our treasure.
Well, we can't see, but what we can see is when that wisdom hits us and we use it in its proper form, and it gets us through certain adverse situations, certain travails, certain tribulations or whatever. That's when it really
2 Corinthians 4. 2
4.
Corinthians 4 and like 17, 18. Real quick.
17?
Yeah. Start at 17, read down to 18.
2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory.
We're gonna get the real glory, man. How would the people of this world see? These people, and the minds of these people are very compartmentalized.
Right.
It's all in a fucking glove. It's like basically in a little glove compartment. You know?
Fucking ring box or that little. This holds everything. My bad.
No, go ahead.
This holds everything in it, man. That's why when we read about King Solomon, it was telling us that, hey, with this wisdom, with this riches, this treasure, it can't be overthrown. You can't take this away. Nobody can break through and steal it. Nobody can take it from you.
Moth and rust.
Yeah, it don't get old.
The only one that can take it from you is the one that gave it to you.
Right, the Heavenly Father. But if you're seeking His wisdom, why He wants to give it to you? Why would? That's where it goes with that list that you can read.
He's going to continue to give it to you.
Right, if you keep seeking for it.
Hey, Khan, because like in the parable of the talents, the men that flipped theirs and used it, they got more. But the one that didn't, put his in the ground, the Lord took it from him.
Verse 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal.
That's this shit.
Khan.
Okay? That's this shit that the world is chasing. Okay? Uncertain riches, which that it holds the scantiness of measure. Something that's scant is something that's a low in value or low in quality. Okay? This dollar that you're chasing, it doesn't have the value that you think it has. That's uncertain riches. That could be cut down in a second, man. That could be cut down in a second. Okay? This is all this current world, like that. And why you think the Lord, when He was conversing with the devil, and the devil said, "I'll give you all the things of this world. I'll give you these kingdoms if you will bow down and serve me." You don't think that the Lord Himself understood that? Hey, this world, this ain't even my world. You can't give me nothing in this world because this ain't my world anyway. I don't want. Matter of fact, I made the world. I'm creating for me and my chosen. We gonna really live. That's gonna be a real world. That's gonna be a real rulership.
Like your host I said, if this is my world, my servants will fight.
If you think about what He did as the Alahayim, the first spirit created, right? He Himself, first thing He did was create the other spirits. The first thing He did was share it. First thing He did was share it. He could have kept it for Himself, so by the time the devil tempted Him, like, man, I did this to share it. The point of it is to share it with all the people, with my people.
What is elect? Yeah, man. Because that's something that we can't see with the physical eye because it hasn't manifested yet. But in the spirit, through faith and through the spirit, we can actually see it. But what we're seeing is something that's forever and ever and ever.
Hey, like the script say, world without end.
A world without end, man. Everything that you see here, it has an end to it. It tells you even that about rulership. He can't go past the bounds that the Lord set for him. All these different kingdoms had a beginning, and they also had an ending, an expiration thing. When a kingdom rose and when a kingdom fell. This current kingdom is no different. And matter of fact, we're at the end of it. We're at the end of it. We're actually watching it deteriorate. So why would we have our heart in this when we seeing it crumble right before our very eyes?
When the Pope was it Edris, when many have desired to see this day. No, that was after that. It said many have desired to see the things which ye shall see in the latter times. And these days we're seeing it. That don't mean we was like, I can't wait to see what a Maybach look like or a Bugatti or something. No, we're worried about the crumbling. We can't wait to see the glory and the power and the wrath and indignation of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's right.
That's what we can't wait to see. That's the thing that they were marveling at, not the technology. They were marveling at the power of the signs and wonders that were coming to pass. And knowing that after all of this, to be protected through all of this, the Heavenly Father will glorify us.
And finish that verse out.
Verse 18. But we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal.
Yeah, Babylon is temporal. Esau being in power, that's temporal. All right, these proud ass women walking around, propped up, bunch of sluts and hoes everywhere, but they're pedestalized. That shit is temporal. These homosexuals are just way of living, the Babylonian way. That's all temporal. Okay? All this shit, this music, this pavement that we standing on, these fucking cars that's releasing all this toxic chemicals into the atmosphere that we breathe in, all that shit is temporal. These bodies that we're in, these death traps, that's temporal.
And the poverty and low position we're in is also temporal. It's gonna go away too.
What does it say?
For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
Yeah. Hey, you can't see a spirit. But it's here. All right. And we can't see the kingdom right now. But guess what? It's actually here in the spirit.
Yeah.
It's in a form of wisdom right now.
Y'all was trying to say I prepared a place.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for the physical manifestation of it. When Yahushua comes back, then we're going to get the physical kingdom, and that's going to be eternal. Hey, give me 1 Corinthians 15. 1 Corinthians 15, I think it's like around
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 24. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom of the Most High, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rules and all authority and power.
All authority and power. All right, right now, Yahushua, he's not sitting on the throne on earth, putting down all authority. Right now, the earth is still currently given into the hand of the wicked. Because if Yahushua was here and putting down all authority, you wouldn't have this wickedness.
Why you think he's saying in Revelations you have many crowns on his head? Because he's going to take down that power and that authority.
Back in the verse 25. For he must reign till he has put all enemies under his feet.
Not who are his enemies? All these other nations, the heathens. Esau being the number one enemy. And then 2/3, you right after that, man. Esau is public enemy number 1. 1, 2, and 3, and then the 2/3 are you're right after that. You're public enemy 2/3. 2, 3. All right. The Lord gonna put you down too because you're actually unified with the beast. You're unified with the devil. Public enemy number 1. The Lord said, "He that would not allow me to reign over him, bring him hither and slay him before me." That goes for our people. That's how you know we're gonna have rebels in the wilderness in that day when the Lord shows up. Now, hey, us going around and hunt down the 2/3 and putting these nations in subjection, that's gonna be the starting of the ushering in of the kingdom.
That's right.
That's when the hierarchy is gonna change. We're gonna set up the real, true, righteous oligarchy, man. Okay? And these devils, these slaves, these future slaves, they're gonna be put down, man. Because they was never supposed to be in a position to rule, man.
They're born servants.
But the Lord did that because of what we did. All All right? The Lord took these vermin and put them over us.
Kind.
That's why they walk around here with these proud
Like, you should have told me. I'm like, yes.
looking down on us. But we're your future masters.
That's right.
We're your future kings and rulers.
10. 7.
You know? And we're gonna have order in the next in the world to come, man. This new world order right here, this is all Satan. This is Satan's world, man. Bunch of all manner of confusion and wickedness, man. Debauchery. So that's why we waiting on our Lord to come back and put everything in his rightful order. And guess what? When that order manifests, it's gonna be forever, man. That's gonna be uninterrupted.
Kind.
It tells you in Isaiah 2 how the Lord, the law is gonna flow out of Zion,
Kind.
from the high mountain.
Kind.
That's gonna get exalted.
They'll
man.
flow to all the nations are gonna flow to us to learn our laws, statutes, and commandments.
They're gonna have to, yeah. And guess what? Just like the scriptures say, law have dominion over a man as long as he lives. The law's gonna have dominion forever and ever.
Kind.
And that means what? Because when we get the law, statutes, and commandments put into us, that means that we're gonna be forever and ever.
Kind.
Because we
We ain't gonna be able to go
ain't
off.
gonna be able to sin no more.
Kind.
And what did it say? If we wouldn't sin, if we kept all the laws, we would have blessings upon blessings upon blessings. So we at the top, right? And before we could even ask for it, we would already have our heart's desires showing up. It's like going, like, for you people that think like this now, you go online and type in, and we go to Amazon and order this. Before you can even order it, the doorbell's ringing before you hit send, and it's at the door waiting on you. I knew you was gonna want this, so go on and that's for you. Go on and use that wisely, you know.
Shit, we're gonna be communicating telepathically.
Yeah.
So it makes you know.
Yeah. Our power isn't gonna be just in our ability to beat you over the head with the scepter. No, our power, we're gonna have that heavenly power.
Hey,
that's what we're gonna have fun ruling over you with that kind of power.
Kind.
Man.
Because the
Not the sword.
Right.
You know.
Because what does the scripture say in Proverbs 29 chapter at the top, or the second verse, it says, when the righteous are in authority, those people rejoice.
Kind.
People gonna love working for us. You know?
Kind.
They gonna love being moved by, man, y'all are way better than that last dude that was moving. What was his name? Y'all, I love the way y'all put me to work. I feel accomplished. I got something for myself.
The earth is at rest.
Y'all got it. The earth is feeling good. I'm feeling, you know, they gonna love it, man. They gonna love it the way it's set up.
Hey, that's why it was at 2 Peter 3 about the new heavens and the new earth.
Kind.
Where there is righteousness. That's all that's gonna be tolerated.
Kind.
Anything outside of that is getting condemned. It tells you in Zechariah how if they don't keep the Feast of Tabernacles, they ain't gonna have no rain, so they ain't gonna be able to eat. They're gonna starve out. It tells you in Isaiah 60, if they will not serve us, that nation shall perish.
Kind.
That's what we waiting on, man. Okay? That's what we waiting on. The hell with this shit, man. When the true people of the Lord come back into power, it's gonna be like the earth that received the ultimate makeup.
Upgrade.
A makeover. All right, the ultimate makeover, man. And it's in desperate need of one.
Kind.
These people walking around here with back problems, walking on this hard-ass concrete, morbidly obese, because you're eating all this genetically modified organisms. What kind of world is that? These women walking around ass naked.
Yep.
And then they don't want you to look at them as a sexual object, even though they dress as a sexual object.
How many of them try to put their little dresses and shorts and shit down?
Got them
Fuck up the house like that.
Mental illness.
They'll say they're married.
Right.
Have a boyfriend.
Right.
In our world, you women gonna cover your asses up, man.
Right.
You heathen women too.
That's right.
All y'all gonna cover up, man.
All that's gonna be covered up.
Only right now, because the serpent is an authority, he gives you the license to do what the hell you want to do.
Hey, and it's gonna backfire on you when that day comes. We'll talk about it as a chase rose. You good-looking women gonna be chase rose, man. These men gonna hunt your ass. I know y'all saw the video Elder Malcolm.
Yeah.
Bro.
She hit the fan.
Shit hit the fan, yeah.
She hit the fan.
Kind.
It's not gonna be good for
People
you.
gonna chase you down. And all them skimpy ass clothes you had on when the shit hit the fan is gonna make easy access.
Yeah. Because the standard attire for an American woman is to dress like a slut, basically a prostitute.
Your ass out, your titties out, showing flesh.
That's this era, man. The social media thought culture.
No chastity.
Covered in tattoos.
Yeah.
That's the excuse to be happy.
Yeah, man. It ain't even hot out here at all today.
Right.
But they still dress like it's 110 plus degrees.
But it go at the vibration of the bullshit that's out here. Right now, it's the Life is Beautiful concert or whatever they want to call it. A damn ritual is what it is. It's a ritual for the season that's coming in. Just like EDC is the one for the fall, or for the summer, this is the one for this season. Okay? So a whole bunch, this is going to breed up a bunch of demonic vibration in you people, and we're going to watch how this shit plays out between now and the end of the year.
This is your last run.
Yeah.
You know, this is it. You're reaching the peak of your wickedness. It's going to end. It's going to come to an end real soon.
Yeah, but what about life? Are they celebrating it so beautiful?
Right.
Their ability to what? To pop drugs and, commit adultery.
To not worry about the truth of the prophecies that's come to pass. That the economy's collapsing, that martial law is around the corner, that these same people that you see that you're holding hand with and dancing, that the guy that you denied at the bar while you were drinking the dance with, and he's gonna hunt you down, rape you and kill you.
Like the Purge.
The Purge. It's gonna be the Purge. Okay? But not only for 12 hours. There's no law coming back. Right about the middle of that movie in the Purge, when shit gets bad out there, it's just gonna stay on that. Stay at that moment forever until the shit's over.
It's gonna be on 12 hours.
No.
Is the purge over? No.
Come outside and I'll tell you exactly what they're gonna supplant you.
The purge ain't gonna end till the chariots come.
Chariots. Missiles drop.
Joel chapter 10, verse 21. Before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and to the shadow of death. A land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order, and where the light is as darkness.
That's this place. Wickedness is as light, and righteousness is as darkness. Woe to you that call evil good.
Good evil. That's what I was thinking. Isaiah 5 and 20.
Yeah. You got, Lil Wayne over there, some other celebrity singing niggas. There's a whole big crowd over there. And this whole crowd here, because the light is as darkness to us.
I gotta get it.
The darkness is as light. So you got the big crowd over there. You had no crowd, nobody listening over there. That's how this world is out of order, man.
That's why the scriptures say gross darkness covers the people. This world is oversaturated with ignorance and rebellion. That's really what it is, man. It's about ignorance and rebellion. And Esau keeps that going. Okay.
I got Isaiah.
Gross darkness covers the people, man. Yep.
Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Yeah, we got music over here. We got the new song, something y'all never heard, but y'all don't want to hear this song. And at the end of this song, if you learn these lyrics properly, become peaceable fruit unto you. But you gotta want that old song of death, man. You like that music of death. Okay? Even though they all come on, oh, that's good that you guys are doing that, and keep up the good work and all that. But you ain't gonna do it. Ezekiel 33. People love to dance to this tune in the Bible and say how much you love this song, but you won't do it.
Really, you you hate it.
Yeah, because you truly hate it. We're adept at the bullshit you people push. Talking about how much you love this, but like we read it already. With your lips, your words honor me with your lips, but with your heart
is far from
it. You deny it. People do that all day.
Boy, that's good though, because this goes to show you how exclusive this really is to the world. And just proves that this isn't for everybody. They always try to say, oh, everybody's accepted, everybody can be a part of it, everybody could be saved. But the world shows you that they really don't want to be a part of it. Because it ain't even for them any goddamn. You know? We ain't concerned with the world, man. We're only concerned with the Lord's sheep. And these people, you know, that's why, like, if you pan the camera, it's mostly heathens. We ain't concerned with them. They gonna meet their fate in Babylon, and then they're gonna come back, and when they souls, their spirits come back, they're gonna be born right into servitude, right into slavery. They gonna get it right. We gonna make them get it right. Okay. Right now, because of who's in power, they got their liberty right now. You know? So we're not concerned with them. We're only concerned with our people. The Lord said, out of all the families of the world, you only have I known. Therefore, I will punish you. Okay? The hell with them. Concubine right there. Japhet. Japhet right there. that Japhite with the orange right there. We gonna get our heart's desire together. That's for sure. Hey, but that's probably tainted. You know, all this shit is tainted right now. We gonna get pure, clean one.
Clean girl.
Like the good clean girl.
Down to the Black Awareness Rally, the Israelite Awareness Rally.
We ain't gonna get nothing used in the kingdom, man.
Because that Jasper right there probably eat the pig that they put the
she definitely eat pig, bro. She eat spam.
Heaven, she ain't gonna eat none of that.
Spam.
Yeah, she eat spam all of that.
Spam rolls.
Women gonna be Coke 8 bottles.
Yeah,
Coke bottles.
Coke bottles.
Yeah. Cigarettes. Yeah. I like to call them genie bottle. The bottom end. I like it.
The bottom end.
They're in all the right places.
Right.
I got appreciate it. Matthew chapter 11, verse 17. And saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented.
They're gonna remember this moment. All these people that's going to see all these performances, they're gonna remember this moment. Because we have a song out here. I didn't play the instrument ever, right?
Yeah,
we out here lifting up our voices like a trumpet, another instrument, pushing out that new song, and you people don't like it. We've been piping unto you, but you won't dance. You won't accept or humble to the music of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah, we the musicians right here.
Right.
We're the true musicians right here. In the Psalms, when King David wrote down the song, he said to the chief musician, King David.
Hey, but you know what? This song really is only for those who are going to be familiarized with the tune. All right? And as long as we playing to the tune, only those that are meant to get it, they're going to move to that tune. They're going to come in and they're going to automatically know those lyrics. That's because those lyrics are already in them.
Right.
Basically, this word has to stir them up. You heard that one lyric, it was like, oh, that's it. I know that song. That's the elect that's going to hear this word, and they're going to actually be compelled to come in.
This song is supposed to vibe with your spirit, not this bullshit.
Yeah, kind.
You know, that song is supposed to vibe with your spirit. I got something like that.
Yeah, this song is demon free.
Right.
This song doesn't put demons on you.
Right.
It actually frees you of those demons.
Like,
that bullshit over there keeps the demons over.
Just like Saul and
King David. Kind.
Played the harp.
That's spirit. I was thinking about that.
Take the demons off of them. I got something right quick, Isaiah chapter 6, verse 9, talking about the ear won't be able to hear, right? This song. It says, and he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. You can hear us out, you see us, and you hear us out here saying what we're saying, what we're talking about. It says, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed. This is healing music.
I got the precept down. Go right. They go after that part to go right with it.
It's Matthew 13 and 15. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes have they.
That's why it takes that's why it takes that demonic baseline vibration to get them to really feel it. And those high tones and those bright lights.
Kind.
It's all distraction.
Yep.
But they put them demons in that vibration to vibe with this bullshit, the demonic energy of this music, versus the righteous energy of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah with this word, this music. You got it out.
And their eyes have.
Hey, nobody's stopping that. Hey, what is this?
Yeah.
They're not going to, because that demonic vibration is too deep in them. And if they did, like the one guy did, they're going to have an opinion against it. You got it.
They dance from the neck up.
And their eyes have closed, lest any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and should be and I should heal them.
I should heal them.
But like verse 18. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear.
Let's talk about the elect, the men that can hear this song, that can understand this knowledge, this wisdom. You know, because it's not like the brother was saying, it's not for everyone. We're not out here preaching to everyone that passed by to come in and convert. It's only for those that's willing to be humble, show meekness, show humility. The ones that the Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai is going to open up their eyes and their ears to see, and open up their hearts, which is their mind, to get this knowledge. That was a point.
Yeah, even Yahweh Shai when he was on the scene.
And that was Yahweh Shai talking.
Yeah,
he was quoting prophet.
Yeah. Yahweh Shai, it was only a certain people that he was looking for to follow him.
Yep.
He wasn't looking for everybody to follow him. Remember, it was certain people that he performed miracles to. And after he performed a miracle, they wanted to follow him, and he said, no, go back and just tell the people what I did. But it wasn't for him, for that person to follow him, because he's not chosen to follow him. But notice how the Lord was going to selective people and having them follow him.
Most of the people that he had that he was healing is because they showed faith. You know, so it was certain people, and they believed. It was certain types of people that he wasn't just doing it for demons. Doing certain types of spirits out there, certain types of people. I got something right quick. It's a quick one. Luke chapter, you was done? Right? Yeah. Luke chapter 11, straight to the point at 28. But he said, yea, rather blessed are they that hear the word of the Most High and keep it. That's how you get blessed. It's like, that's how you get blessed with this song. You hear the words of this song and you keep it. Right? What's the words of the song? What's the word of the Most High? It's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Okay.
These statutes and commandments to the best of your ability through your faith.
Yep.
You know, these prophecies, you watching and speaking on these prophecies, warning the people, okay? Educating them to come back to the Heavenly Father.
That was it. You was holding something? There's a scripture that I thought I
slip, right?
I had something too.
Yeah, slip.
Talking about music, there was something before that?
I got something. We'll go into the spirit of these people, Wisdom of Solomon too. But, you know, it kind of bad.
Get Ezekiel 12. really our people. There's some of our people that's out here. But if the Lord blinded them, how much more these heathen nations?
Kind.
You know? And that's why, because people think that what we're doing out here is foolish, because they'll always say, well, y'all guys standing out here doing this, nobody's coming to listen to you. You know, nobody's hearing your message. And yeah, you're right. Nobody's hearing. Even though you got ears to hear, yeah, you're not hearing it. Yeah, you see us standing out here, but you don't see what actually the will of the Father is. You don't see why the Lord actually have us out here.
Kind.
So in your mind, it looks foolish. Right. But what does it say in Corinthians? The 1 Corinthians, the first chapter. For the foolishness of preaching. Yeah. The Lord is pleased with what we're doing, man.
Kind.
And we're doing this out of faith because we know that His word don't go out void, even if it didn't touch nobody out there. All these thousands of souls, they're already marked for destruction anyway.
Kind.
They already got judgment that they gotta face.
If there was one in a turn,
one person,
or one in a car
that's meant to make it, they gonna hear it.
Right.
They gonna hear it either way.
And they gonna see it and then be like, well, who are those guys? You see that? You gotta look for that.
Yeah. I mean, didn't the Lord told Ezekiel to go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, whether they hear or whether they forbear? Come, you know? Whether they hear or whether they forbear. We ain't gotta snatch these people by the arms and try to pull them. That's what these other Israelite camps do. Sister, brother.
Yeah, go up to their doors.
Yeah, man. That's not how you do it, man.
Because you get them by you and not by the word. The word is supposed to compel them to come in.
That's it.
Quicker with the word. I got it. What you got? I got it. Ezekiel 12. We're going to get First Corinthians.
Ezekiel 12 and 1. The word of the Lord also came unto me, saying, Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of a rebellious house, which have eyes to see and see not. They have ears to hear and hear not, for they are a rebellious house.
Yeah, meaning the Lord will try to deal with them on a certain level, but their heart is so hardened that it's not being received. So because of their stubbornness and stiff-necked nature, the Lord is not allowing for it to seep into it.
Right.
So it can't rest into a malicious soul. So they're seeing, because they got eyes, they're not like literally blinded, and they're not deaf either. That's why these people come by and they be like, what is this? They look at the signs, they look at us. But sometimes they hear some stuff and be like, what are they trying to... Yeah, I don't think this is for me, so we'll keep it pushing down the street.
These people got heavy demons on
find out.
Yeah.
They got heavy demons on them today because we got the Cesare Borgia sign up.
Yeah.
And people at least comment on that and say something. Yeah. Everyone's just in a zombie state where they just in trance, yeah.
But this group don't know nothing about that power, bro. This group want to talk about Jesus like they don't know nothing. I bet if you look at this Kanye West thing, it's music fans of Kanye West and the Christians that have been Christians since Christians, you know, long line of Christians.
Hell, all these average people out here, these would be Kanye supporters. They go and go to a church with him. They'll listen to what he gotta say.
They're not in. My point was they're not in it for the sincerity of the word itself.
They're in it for the clout. That's all it is. Just clout chasing.
To read that more. That was verse 12. Yeah, verse 3.
Therefore, thou son of man, prepare thee stuff for removing and remove by day in their sight, and thou shalt remove from thy place to another place in their sight. It may be they will consider, though they be a rebellious house.
Hey, because once it comes to the point where the Lord finally shuts us up, you know, he basically allows for all the prophets to finally shut down and close up camp.
Famine of the word.
Famine of the word. The elected seal. That's when it's gonna. Everything is finally gonna manifest.
Correct.
All right, and that's when people gonna realize when everything is manifesting as the word said, they're gonna be shut out from seeking those answers. They're gonna be shut out from the communication of the Most High.
Spiritual arc.
Because that's when the Lord, like it says in Proverbs, then will they begin to call upon me and I will not answer.
Yep.
They will try to seek me early, but they will not find me.
Yep.
The Lord's gonna be he's gonna be absent, but he's gonna be present too.
Kind.
He's gonna be absent, but he's also gonna be present. Why? Because he's gonna be present while he's actually delivering his elect. But he's gonna be absent when your adversity is hitting. When the famine is hitting and the race riots and the concentration camps, people getting thrown in them. When it's a civil war, when the economy crashes and you're gonna need the mark of the beast. When all these things take place, the Lord's gonna be absent to your cries, man. He's not gonna hear you.
That's right.
You're gonna be trying to call upon Jesus and Yahweh and whoever else, and you ain't gonna get no answer. It ain't gonna be,
The man ain't been answered to yet.
Yeah.
The other names.
Like
I called on a couple of other names before this truth. No answer, man. No answer. This name, the names of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, and the answers, man. The answers. As long as you ain't asking for no bullshit, the answers.
Yeah, man.
Amos chapter 5, verse 13. Therefore the prudent man shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's when I be the most worried. You start seeing the Israelites out there, all them camps, I'll be fearful, I'll be terrified at that. Because the scripture tell you that the men of the Lord, the prophets, are basically a token. Somebody get Isaiah 8. Isaiah 8, 18.
Isaiah 8, verse 18.
This is just another rerun. Every great kingdom, before it fell, the Lord rose up the prophets to prophesy against it. All right? If we wasn't at the end, we wouldn't be out here. The fact that you're seeing us is an indication that we're at the end. Go ahead.
Isaiah 8 and 18. Behold, I and the children whom the Lord hath given me are for signs and for wonders in Israel from the Lord of hosts, which dwelleth in Mount Zion.
Read that again.
Yes.
Behold, I and the children whom the Lord hath given me.
Who are those? Who is that referring to? He said, I, which is what? The prophets, and those that I have given to me. Right? Did not the Lord say in John the 17th chapter, those that thou hast given me, they are thine?
Yep, they are thine.
His elect.
Kind.
The servants, the prophets.
Kind, the grape of the cluster.
Kind.
First fruits.
Kind. Hey, the 7,000 that shall not bow their knee unto Baal.
Yeah. He said, I and those that has given me.
Kind.
Read that again.
Behold, I and the children whom the Lord hath given me are for signs and for wonders in Israel from the Lord of hosts, which dwelleth in Mount Zion.
So even the prophets are signs of Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me, before thee. Go ahead and get it.
Jeremiah 28 verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yeah. And that's why they were very frowned upon. They were unliked. They were hated.
Yeah.
All right. That's why we get the reactions that we get, because we come in the spirit of prophecy. Okay. Nobody want to hear what we saying. These people are too wrapped up in their pleasures, man. You know?
And we're not for, that's why that Wisdom of Solomon 2 can come out. Because they're not for our turn.
Come.
You know? No, that's the 5th chapter. 5th chapter. Go backwards with the 5th chapter.
Yeah, man. So the fact that we're even out here and bringing out the truth and proclaiming the gospel, that's how you know, hey, this devil, he's on his way out of here. And it's to the point where they're even trying to demonize the scriptures now. You bring out the word, that's considered hate literature.
Because against this demonic
They say God,
homosexuals, apology. He said a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Blasphemy.
But the scriptures say that they shall speak great words against the Most High.
Yeah.
Words of blasphemy.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Who was reading?
I still had, I was in Isaiah. I just read Isaiah 8 and 18.
Okay. And somebody, Jeremiah 28 and 8. You read that already, right? You had something?
I still got it.
Hosea chapter 12, verse 10. I have also spoken by the prophets. I have multiplied visions.
36.
I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets.
Yeah. The Lord, you know, he would show his prophets visions of different events that would take place in the future. And they was to go out there and actually proclaim what they saw in the vision. They also was commanded to write it down. That's why it was that 2nd Ezra 15, you know, prophesy, write it upon paper. Teach it to the wise of the people, man. Because they're going to comprehend. You know? They're going to be persuaded. These people, they don't fear the Most High. That's why they're not persuaded. You know? We know the terror of the Lord. That's why we persuade men. You know?
15,
Which one? Oh, so right 36 is like start like at the top.
Second Ezra chapter 2, verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, I brought this people out of bondage, and I gave them my commandments by my servants the prophets, whom they will not hear, but despise my counsels.
Yep. They'll never hear, man. You know, because really, the way you treat the prophets is how you treat the Most High. The Most High, his means of communication is through the prophets.
How Shai said, despise the one that sinned.
Yeah.
We're paraphrasing.
Yeah, he that despiseth you, despiseth not you, but despiseth me. And he that despiseth me, despiseth him who sent me. Alright? So hey, the Lord got the angels, and that's the reason why so many chariots is being spotted. Because they're down here just they're the angels. The reason why you're seeing a lot of them is because they're doing a lot of note taking on what the behavior of you people, man. All the wickedness, all the things that you're doing, how you treat the service, the prophets, why you scoffing at them, you talking shit, you walking around in pride, you know, being disobedient, blaspheming the Most High, speaking against his word.
They're without fear of the Most High.
Yeah. All those chariots.
Without fear, like God can't get you, man.
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna get them. He's gonna get you. Because the angels, they're already marking everything, man. Your government just now trying to tell you, those sightings that we've been hiding from.
Yeah, they're real.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, they've been hiding you this information for so long.
Little green men
And they've been indoctrinating you through Hollywood and basically teaching you that the matter that's within those beings are aliens.
Kind.
You know, and then you got these devils being hella disrespectful, not even realizing. You don't want that smoke from the angels.
Low levels.
Because if y'all was looking at some of the footage and some of the pictures, you had certain devils that had like little signs and plastic and stuff. Jesus was an alien, and one of them said, clap the cheeks of an alien or some shit. Like what?
Smacking ass.
Yeah.
We don't play like that, man. Angels don't come down playing like that. You ain't got time to play that.
Yeah, they not about to talk to you.
Nah, man.
Faggot shit. But see, they're making mockery at the majesty and power of the Lord. And now realizing the Lord has actually got the angels.
Every idle word that thou shalt speak, thou shalt give account thereof in the day of judgment.
The angels are being held back right now. They want to go. They want to move in on you, devils, man. And they can't wait to move in on you people.
And the prophets groaning and want to make intercession. And those that were just down here that passed on in righteousness, thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Hey, the angels they're bound right now, man. They looking at y'all because they can see you better than you can see yourself.
It's that pit bull that's on the leash. It's that killer that's being held back by the homie. And nah, man, let him slide.
They
We have that verse up in the chapter. We need to get the top three with this verses. Everything he's going into.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 36 and verse 15. Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning.
Which is what? Is prophets. Right? The spirit of prophecy. Right? Go ahead.
And raise the prophets that have been in thy name.
That was the point.
Hey, but keep reading them.
Yeah. Reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful.
Go ahead.
O Lord, hear the prayer of thy servants, according to the blessing of Aaron over thy people.
Go ahead.
That all they which dwell upon the earth may know that thou art the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
And how is that? Because of the prophecy. Okay? Because how can a man on the earth know prophecy unless the Heavenly Father give it to him? Okay? So that's a special thing that you may have fear. The real prophecy is going to tell you, yeah, I'm Nostradamus, yeah, I'm such and such. Fear me or whatever. You don't say fear Yahweh. You know the real prophecy is going to lead you back to the Heavenly Father through His Son. Right?
The eternal power. The belly devoureth all meats, yet is one meat better than another.
You in Sirach 36, right?
36.
Verse 19.
I thought you jumped down. I wanted you to keep from the top and keep going down.
I said,
he wanted me to get that real quick verse.
Okay. So you get the spirit of vengeance? Is that what you was trying to get to?
He gave a testimony to his prophets.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I didn't know where you was going, but I didn't want to leave it too far. It was right on point with what you said.
Okay, come. Yeah, I wanted you to read like the first 6 verses.
Hold the top of that, hold the top, that's what I figured. Hold the top of that. You don't have that brother bring up what he had?
No, he can hold that. Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 36, verse 1. Have mercy upon us, O Lord Yahweh.
You at the top?
Yeah.
Of all, and behold us, and send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee.
Send thy fear upon all these nations that don't know you. These people, they don't know the Lord. That's why they're not daunted with fear. That's why they'll blaspheme the Most High. They feel comfortable saying whatever the hell they want and do what the hell they want. That's the minute of the Lord saying, hey, Lord, send your fear down. Let these people understand why they should fear you. Okay? we're proclaiming the glory and the majesty of the Most High, man.
Done.
Okay? Go ahead, huh?
Lift up thy hand against the strange nations, and let them see thy power.
And let them see thy power. Hey, and right now, you're seeing glimpses of that with those so-called UFO signs. They actually changed the name now. They call it the unidentified aerial phenomena. That's what they call it now. But really, we already know what those are. And the Lord is allowing them to make themselves manifest more and more clear, because the Lord's getting ready to do something very drastic here, man.
He's going to use those also as part of that. Hey, and it has to be aerial phenomenon, not just flying, because the definition of flying, they don't only do that. They do much more than just flying.
They can go underwater.
They can do all kinds
Come back
of shit.
up.
Yeah.
That one thing I was watching, I did a lesson on, they said the chariots from space to sea level in less than a second. The guy said like 0.7 something seconds. That's what you do. That's what you doing.
Yeah, what you gonna do about that?
Yeah, those chariots just chilling by the sun.
Yeah.
Inside the sun.
Yeah.
Going inside volcanoes on the earth.
We saw that chariot dancing around the missiles and letting it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can do the weapon. When Iran was shooting at it, then you can do the
The angels probably like, you
He
hear
was doing the Matrix.
That's that. Yeah. It's just a bomb, you know, like bug on the windshield type shit.
And those chariots are actually defensive.
Yeah.
They're not even shooting back at you.
Yeah.
The Lord is telling them, no, don't save your firepower. Don't use that. This ain't the time yet. Just chill. Let them feel exalted, like they can deal with my power. Because like it tells you in Romans, I raised them up so that I could exalt my power. The Lord is toying with these devils right now, man. But the Lord is actually showing a glimpse of that power through those chariots, man.
You let the chariot let one shot off, man. It's gonna change life on earth. Just once. It's gonna change the mind. It's gonna change life on earth, man. People gonna lose their mind and die, heart attacks. Everything's gonna happen, man.
Yeah.
The whole defense space force thing gotta be rethought. Like we call it all scientists, all engineers, anybody, man. We need somebody to figure this shit out. If they let off one, but Most High gonna keep that element of surprise to the best moment.
You got to get them ahead of time.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. As thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us. And let them know thee as we have known thee.
Yeah, because the Lord is known by the judgments that He executes. These people, they don't know the Most High, because I mean they seeing the stuff that's going on. They seeing these hurricanes, you know, which a lot of these people that don't even know about that, they're just distracted by just this entertainment, man. They're such in a virtual world
Matrix.
that they can't even see outside of it, man. They don't even know what's going on outside of this little realm that they're in.
Especially fucking America.
Yeah.
Because you see all the destruction going all around the world. The storms, the hurricanes, the fires, everything.
People uprising,
except here in America. That's where everyone is. That's why they're gonna get judged the hardest. That's why the uprisings, the natural, so-called natural disasters, but we know it all comes from the Heavenly Father. It's gonna be worse here. It's gonna be the worst here. Because you people are just living in decadence. You don't know. You don't give a care what's going on. You're not looking at the signs. You don't see the times. The time of the how's it going? The signs of the times. It's mainly our people. That's why the scriptures say that the judgment should start in the house of the Heavenly Father, the Most High. It's gonna start at you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Y'all gonna get jacked up out here in America. This ain't a game.
Yeah.
You know?
Romans 1 and 18, for the wrath of the Most High is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. How? Because you're the ones that get judged. So that shows you the truth. When the unjust or the ungodly or the unrighteous do things and the punishment comes, you know that's a judgment from the Heavenly Father. If you really examine the way that the judgment comes, you know that's a judgment from the Heavenly Father. Let's go back where you are.
That there is no power, but only thou, or Yahweh, show new signs and make other strange wonders.
Wait, what?
Show new signs
Show new signs. Go ahead.
and make other strange wonders.
And make other strange wonders. All right, start performing works that will have these people shit they drawers, man. These people are gonna shit they drawers when the Lord finally shows His real wrath, man.
That's right.
He's gonna show His wrath to you people, man. The Lord's gonna be more cruel than anything that I say to you people, man.
Right.
Y'all don't know the power of the Heavenly Father, man. You know? Show them the new wonders, the new strange wonders, man. Things that you just, when you see it, you probably gonna pass out, man.
Newly created creatures, bro. Like,
The scripture says that men's hearts
Failing them for fear.
Yeah. Women too.
Hey, because when the Most High was using Moses to bring those plagues upon Egypt, back at that time, that was wonders. Those were new strange wonders.
You know what's so beautiful? He said those are new wonders. The flood was a new wonder.
Oh, yeah.
Because it never rained. It was just that dew on the grass that you see in the morning. So every time there's a deliverance, there's some destruction, the Most High is showing those new wonders.
Yeah,
so
always do that.
man, it's gonna be some.
So we ain't seen shit.
Yeah, we ain't
if it
really
went
seen
from
that.
flooding one time,
It went from dew.
due to flooding, and then it went to what was the other one?
The plagues.
The plagues of Egypt. How much more in this time?
It's like you probably see a frog here and there, but billions.
Yeah.
You might see a gnat or a locust here and there, but then you damn where are all these locusts coming from? And we in the middle of the desert.
Flies.
The water.
Yeah.
Why is the water filled with blood? What is this shit? What do we have? What had to happen for the blood? They try to, Esau try to with his pseudoscience try to explain this.
Yeah.
Because down the river they were killing people in Samaria. Fuck out of here.
Hey,
They're not gonna be able to explain it.
bro.
Dumb
That
shit.
Esau had an explanation for all the plagues except the killing of the firstborn.
Yeah.
You couldn't explain that. How can one person or a group of people go kill the firstborn only
And the cattle.
and the cattle
Only.
in one night?
Yeah,
That's the
only.
power of the Heavenly Father.
The same night as the Passover of the Israelites,
Yeah.
when no Israelites were touched that night.
Kind.
Come on now.
Kind.
Esau don't have an explanation for that.
Can't explain that.
That's strange. Hey, that's strange.
Yeah.
Hey, Vocab did a sit down with another dude. It was discussing the strange beliefs of the Hebrew, Black Hebrew Israelites. Hey, well, the things that the Lord do is strange, man. Even His wonders and His signs are strange, man.
If his signs and wonders are strange, we have to have a strange belief to have faith to believe in those things.
And what does it mean to be an alien? It means to be estranged. Are these people tripping, storming Area 51 because what they thinking is some strange shit, man.
Something around here. We want to see what it is.
You got something? Go ahead.
Job chapter 18, verse 14. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors.
Woo! Yeah.
He gonna lose all confidence when he sees them terrorists, man. You know? The Lord's gonna bring this devil to his knees, man.
You know what? You said that the Lord's gonna bring this devil to his knees, and he's still not gonna repent.
No, because he gonna try to fight the Lord
Hey, kind.
in the heavens.
What did it say in 2 Ezra 13? He durst fight.
Yep.
You know, he
They
was
were
so afraid.
But he durst fight. Yeah.
13. Yep.
Yeah, man. You know you're gonna be terrified, man.
Hey, because you go back to that footage, man. You know them terrorists was toying with
Man, and they was up in fighter jets, and it was
Bro.
like, and the guy said he could hear
straight down.
he could hear the fear in the guy's voice that was in the fighter jet. He said they were trying to tell him, and all of a sudden he was gone, and then showed right back up, right behind us. Man,
What you gonna do with that?
You can't.
Terrorists can hit the brakes
oh yeah.
at
Hit the
3
brakes.
knots or 10 knots.
Yeah.
hit the brakes and then continue going back 10 knocks.
They said the chariot went from wherever they were in space down to sea level. They estimated it at 24,000 miles per hour. And that's what they say. We don't know, you know. And that tells you because the guy even said if it was a regular fighter jet at that amount of speed, it would have fell apart.
Yeah, kind.
The human body can't even survive.
Yeah.
Hey, kind. It'll burn up. Going back to the
into those atmospheres.
Yeah, kind. It'll burn up.
And not only that, they can make themselves small.
Yeah, they could change. Yeah, they could change sizes.
Yeah.
You know?
And he said there would be so many sonic booms, but
It will blow people out.
Kind.
Hey, what's that in 1 Corinthians about? There's one glory of the terrestrial and the other celestial.
Yeah, kind.
15.
Get that real quick. 1 Corinthians, it's in the 15th chapter.
It's like,
And Esau really thinks with his carnal technology, he'll be able to defeat celestial power. This man is out of his mind.
Yeah,
That's
kind.
how proud he is.
Kind.
No sense.
That's pride, bro.
That's hella pride.
First 15.
These things defy the law of physics.
Kind.
yeah.
It defies the laws of quantum physics, gravity.
Yeah.
It can manipulate the elements. It can travel faster than the speed of light, the speed of sound.
Yeah.
Remember,
Sound is no
the
light is
angels,
no faster.
the Alahayim, created light.
Kind.
Yeah, third day.
Kind.
So you mean to tell me if I have power over matter, you don't think that I can manipulate that matter and I can maneuver through it and do what I want through it? You don't think I can travel faster than it? Bro,
Right. Oh, God.
bro,
Kind.
What you gonna do about
what you gonna do? What can you do?
Yeah. Yeah.
1 Corinthians 15, verse 40, there is also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial. But the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another.
God.
And how beautiful is that, man? When you get to the end of the spoiler alert to the end of this this topic of this chapter, he gonna give us the power of both, the best of both. He gonna give us our celestial body to rule over our terrestrial body, but we still have the pleasures of the terrestrial body in righteousness.
Yeah.
How wonderful is that?
Yeah,
How
man.
wonderful is that?
Yeah.
Want me to keep reading?
And see, like the government, you know, NASA, and how they keep holding on to these hidden files of all these you so-called UFO sightings. They're still trying to figure out their nature. How the hell are they flying through the sun?
Yeah.
With no,
With
what do they call it? Jet engines or fuel
Yeah.
or,
Yeah,
or
kind.
emissions or anything.
con.
Yeah, no way that
Exhaust.
contrail wave.
Yeah.
None of that.
Right.
None of that.
That's because the angels are ministering spirits. That's full of energy right there, man. See, the glory of the terrestrial isn't strength, you know, earthly intelligence, crowns, you know, position of power. That's the glory of man. A beautiful wife. That's the glory of the terrestrial,
Kind.
right? But the glory of the celestial, bro, you can read all throughout the scriptures the things that the angels are able to do.
Yeah.
Like Yahweh Shai said, he could call one angel could destroy the whole shit. But he said, I could call down a legion of them. Remember when Sennacherib, the king of Assyria, tried to come against Israel? And they got afraid, and the Lord had to tell them, hey, don't be afraid, because it's more of us than them.
Like where? Did he open their eyes?
Yeah, kind.
To see the angels.
I saw all those angels, those chariots of fire in the mist. And how many Assyrians got put to death? It was what, 35,000 of them or something like that.
It was a large number like that.
It was a large number, man. You know?
I'm gonna read a little more on this one.
Go ahead.
Jump down to 42. It says also as the resurrection of the dead It is sown in corruption, it is raised in incorruption. It is sown in dishonor, it is raised in glory. It is sown in weakness, it is raised in power. Because that extraterrestrial body is going to have power, right?
Exactly.
Then it says, verse 44.
Because it says that we're gonna be able to run and not be weary. Angels. Since when do angels get tired?
Kind.
Since when do energy
Yeah.
ever just stop being energetic? Come on, man. The angels, they go and they never stop until the Most High say, oh, hey.
All right.
Chill out.
Kind.
That's why you got the angels holding the winds.
Yeah.
Because they're ready. They're ready to unleash that power.
Yeah, man.
Oh, it's a lot of power. Verse 44. It is sown a natural body, it is raised a spiritual body. There is a natural body and there is a spiritual body.
And the angels are spiritual. Okay? They're spiritual, man. You can't deal with that. You're not gonna fight that, man.
Yeah.
Trump's little space force that he's trying to set up, that shit is gonna get walked.
It's a waste of
Them
money.
angels gonna walk right through that shit.
It's a waste of money, but that's gonna be America's fighting force in that war in heaven.
Hey, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be a beautiful thing to see. Because while the men of the Lord are gonna be safe in His wings, we're gonna get to watch the Lord actually work on them. We're gonna actually see them try to fight our brothers, man. The angels.
You know, at Disneyland, they had I don't know if they still have it, but they had a ride called Star Troopers. And it was basically, he was in a Millennium Falcon. No, he was in one of those jets from Star Wars. But the difference of it, from you watching Star Wars and seeing the different perspectives, and this ride, this ride, you were in one of the jets flying as it. We're gonna get to be in that moment, riding and doing shit too, as all of this is happening. Laughing at the weak, feeble power, if that's what you'd like to call it.
Laughing at your calamities, like it says in Proverbs 1st chapter.
Man, just how small you're gonna be in concern of what we're doing. You know, it's gonna be a hysterical thing to watch you try and fail miserably you never had a chance, man. You never had a chance.
It's not fair. It's not gonna be fair.
It ain't fair.
It's like Mike Tyson fighting a little kid.
Man, hey, with all out vengeance out for somebody, for this kid, you know? Coming in with come out with the straight uppercut, man. You can't, man.
It's like having a home court advantage while everything is rigged.
Yeah, the game
is rigged. That game is already rigged.
And this game is rigged.
Yeah, but it's like throwing a grenade at an ant.
All right, overkill, right?
Yeah.
That was it on that. So you want me to keep reading on Corinthians?
No.
I got something else though. Ezekiel chapter 1, I'm going to start with verse 4. It says, and I looked and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself. and a brightness of fire
enfolding on itself.
That's because they're what are the angels?
Fire and
they're energy. They're fires, man. Burning fires. That's why when the chariots is out there and you see it like flickering in the distance, that's the brightness of their glory, man. When they look at these so-called UFOs, they look like fireballs just flying in the sky. And when they're moving on such a level that they can't even explain scientifically.
And you know, man.
You know? That's the heavenly celestial nature of the angels, man. And that's the nature we're gonna inherit. Because hey, remember we were angels, but we fell as men.
Yeah, that estate.
All right, we fell from our first estate, but the Lord is gonna actually restore us back to that first estate.
Right. It says, and the brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber.
The color of amber.
Yep.
The color of amber was like the color of a orange, yellow.
Yeah,
like a fiery color.
The
color of fire. That's amber.
Yep.
You know, and most of, not all of them, but most of the sightings, those chariots they have that color. You know. color ever.
It says, out of the midst of fire. That came out of the midst of fire. Also, out of the midst of thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was the appearance. They had the likeness of man. So it ain't little green men in there.
Right.
Okay? And from this point,
When they
it's
do
gonna
that,
describe.
yeah, when they do that little alien head shit,
Yeah,
with
kinda.
the big ass eyes or whatever, that's just a figment of a man's imagination.
That's for your entertainment, for you know, to entertain you people for the movies and shit.
That's the far-fetched thing, so you don't have to take this seriously. Now,
That's for you Goyim.
yeah.
Because the elites already know who's always get brain freezes and shit.
When they at least know who's in those ships, they know who's in the angels control those chariots. Like we always say, these devils, they do a diligent search. They search out the scriptures because they know, like they know that their end is nigh at hand.
God, they know the truth.
Wasn't for the end.
Yeah.
It wasn't for their end.
Yeah.
And they're doing any and everything they can to try to preserve their kingdom as long as they can. And their new world order is that, you know, that's their they feel like they're taken to, you know,
Everlasting,
you know, life. Yeah.
So this is scientist. His name is Norman Beck. And he gave an interview about, he said he seen the chariots. And he said he seen the angels come out the chariots. And he said they were black.
Yeah, kind.
They were so-called, you know, black.
Yeah, and then the interviewer tried to downplay it.
Yeah, he said, no, they're like dark or like gray.
No, they were black.
No, black.
Kind, bro.
You know, and you could tell when you looked in that man's eyes when he was speaking, he
saw
was
the
calling.
horror.
Yeah.
He was afraid, and he was talking about the skin color was very, very dark.
Like the Lord.
dark, right?
Kind, Kodoi.
You know?
Now, in the scripture that you reading, it tells you that.
Yeah.
It, talks of, it describes their feet being like unto
I'm gonna read it.
Yep.
Verse 6, it says, and everyone had 4 faces, and everyone had 4 wings, and their 4 feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot, and they sparkled.
Hey, at the sight of an angel, man, you probably bug the hell out, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
You bug the hell out, man. You know?
Going to shock.
Yeah.
And they sparkled.
Hey, you ain't gonna be on some old shit.
Yeah, nah.
Myself
Probably get blinded.
Put this on Facebook, get my clout real quick. Hell fucking no. When you see that shit, you throwing your phone down, you get the fuck out of there, man.
Yeah, it's a count in the scripture. Samson's mother said she seen the angel. The angel came to talk to her. She said it was the angel was very terrible.
Yeah, terrible to look upon. Hell yeah, man.
Like
you ain't gonna put him on something.
Yeah, kind.
It seems like all the time in the scriptures that when the prophets saw the angels, they fell to their feet, they fell to their face. They
didn't say that. We always think humbly and willingly they fell.
Yeah.
But it could have been other of them.
Yeah.
Fear.
Yeah.
Kind, bro.
Like weak in the knees, like
The brightness also from angels.
Motherfuckers get scared when they think they see a shadow in their house.
Yeah.
Imagine seeing a real angel.
Yeah.
This bug outs out here, they say, I saw an angel and
He was so nice.
So a baby in the clouds and shit. A little Edomite baby with fucking
arrows, heart shaped arrows.
You don't want to see a real angel.
Nah.
especially if you a wicked individual. You don't want to be a wicked person and an angel visit you.
Kind.
If he ain't coming to take your shoes off and crush your feet.
Kind.
That had our clouds.
I tell you, it's gonna be all right. I'm from another dimension, so it's gonna be okay.
You okay?
We're friends.
He said, get up.
Yeah, and the angels ain't no faggots, man.
the angels in that 4th dimension, like that one movie, the kid. Damn, I can't think of the name.
I see that piece.
No, it was another one you had told us about. The kid and Michael B. Jordan was.
Raising Dion. Talking about that
No, when remember
The new one, the one with.
where they.
Are you talking about when he stepped into like a portal and disappeared?
This little J kid, he got to eat my brother.
Ken.
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 See how the angels came and stopped stuff, you know, in that fourth dimension. Hey, the angels is, man, they can do like just like the chariots. The angels can do so much stuff. They got a plethora of things they do. You know, you got angels that worship the Most High day and night.
Okay.
You got angels that heal.
Yep.
You got angels that
Send the prayers.
yeah, what you say?
Send the prayers.
Send up prayers for the elect.
Yep.
Angels that camp around the middle of the Lord.
And angels that of course got death angels.
Okay.
You know, so just like the chariots have numerous capabilities. You know, they're in the midst of these storms. They you know, they do. But the main two things that the chariots are gonna do is deliver the elect and take Esau out. Take the wicked out. Yeah. Yeah. 2/3 of our own people.
It says, let's see.
You got a question? I see you driving by. You said you got a question. I see you had drove by. And stopped.
I want to know what's going on here. So are you born again? I'm not born again. But the Bible says you don't born again, you cannot see it.
Yeah, we are born again.
I'm born again.
We're not Christians.
Oh, you are not Christian?
No, we're not the typical church. We're Israelites. The Bible is not. The Bible is a book for Israelites. It's not a book for everybody in the whole world. It's why we're talking. Christianity in the world too. The Bible is only for Israelites. These
Only
are
for
Israelites.
Israel? I mean, the Bible is only for Israel?
Yes,
This is Israel, though.
So
listen, this is Israel, though.
Native American.
You didn't look and see if
You already
Let him go. Let him go.
Hey, let the filthy people out.
Kind.
you look and see if you're on the side. What you say? Well, it's not for everybody. You don't even know if you're on there. Take a look.
Yeah, it is not for everybody.
Hey, now he just wasted his gas and time to get condemned.
But hey, he won't have no excuse. He just took his toe.
God.
He gonna the prophets were in front of him. You know, if he whatever questions he has, he could ask them.
Kind.
But he
Thought enough to get out.
Oh yeah.
He ain't had no fight in him.
I'm not gonna debate that.
It's not for everyone. No, we ain't up here to love everyone. The Most High power, Yahweh Bashim Shai, does not love everyone.
Right.
He don't even love 2/3 of his own people right now.
Kind.
Shit. How much more these heathens and damn sure not these damn Edomites?
Kind. Simple, bro.
Simple, man. You get out the car and ask him, and I saw him right there. He was looking hard. I asked him, you got any questions? I saw you got the car. You know, we born again Christians. No.
First he had to find parking, bro. Or
parking amongst all of this.
or pay for it.
Did all of that to walk away in 20 seconds. Oh, man.
We got valet and shit.
Yeah,
Y'all validate?
Yeah, he did all that.
Hey, these people through, man.
That shows you that people, they don't want answers unless it's the right answers that they want to hear. They want to hear. Oh yeah, this is for everyone. Oh, it is. So it ain't for everyone. You're going to get answers up here in your feelings.
Everybody listen to They want to hear smooth things. They want us to prophesy and see. But we not. We just going to prophesy the truth of Yahweh.
That's right. That's
Whether
right.
you like it or not, it shall come to pass. And you will know there have been a problem among you.
Yep.
You want me to go back or what you want to do?
Y'all kind of already jumped subjects. So I want to get that. I mean, but you know what? It's like it. Go to this what just happened right now reminded me of Ezra, the 4th chapter. When Zerubbabel and them was they was building the temple.
Oh Oh yeah,
Trying to come
God.
involved in building the temple.
This ain't for you.
Yeah, man.
God.
It tells you the temple that is without leave to the Gentiles, man. Ezra 4 and Ezra.
They do talk about that in First Ezra too.
Yeah, a little bit. The point that he wanted was
Ezra 4. And we probably should have read that to his ass too. Every time a heathen says, "So it's not for everybody. We can't get included in it." Well, let's go bring this story out. Yep.
Yeah, just say
This is
that.
Ezra, the book of Ezra, chapter 4 and 1. Now when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity built a temple unto the Lord power of Israel, then came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers and said unto them, Let us build with you, for we seek your power as ye do, and we do sacrifice unto him since the days of Esarhaddon, king of Assur, which brought us up hither. But Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them, You have nothing to do with us.
This ain't for you, man.
You ain't got nothing to do with this, man.
God.
This ain't got shit to do with you. Okay?
You have nothing to do with us to build a house unto our power.
And that's for the Cushite that was just here. And any other heathen else.
That was good.
I think he was probably Cush or something. He was mad because he ain't invited, you know?
God.
Jake will always take a look to see who on there. He on there. Either they know they ain't part of the ball.
But we ourselves together will build unto the Lord power of Israel, as King Cyrus, the king of Persia, have commanded us.
And back then, if the Lord only secluded his temple to his worshipers, which you can only be an Israelite to be his a true worshiper, then what makes these heathens think that the Lord would destroy his temple and set up another temple where the heathen, the profane, can come into it?
Don't the scriptures say that
every time that they encountered our temple, our place of sacrifice, all you did was desecrate it.
Yep.
All you did was do profane shit.
Sacrifice.
You turned the temple of the Lord into an orgy.
Yep.
Took all the gold vessels out like the Babylonians did. You know?
Yeah, man.
And you know, King Solomon had that place decked out.
They're gonna be destroyed, man.
These police want to give a ticket to a Jake. They need to give a ticket to this nigga woman with her big black ass out, man.
This ain't offensive.
No, this ain't offensive. But you got kids walking around here.
That's not toxic,
right?
Yeah. Brother, hey, you got naked bike run, like downtown San Francisco, Seattle, LA. With kids around.
Yeah, God.
There was one here. As long as they did like a little, what's it called? They gotta pay the state to get a license to do that.
Oh yeah.
You know, you can do anything. Hey, that's why we Michelle Bauer said what he said. He said, I don't care who writes the laws, give me the money, I'll pay off whoever writes the laws to do what the hell I want to do. If they don't take my money directly, I'll buy them to put who I want in there and run it.
They have a law I think it's in Colorado or one of them states, that actually lifts the ban on women being able to
topless.
Yeah, be topless.
Yeah.
So these women can walk around and show their titties out broad daylight in front of children, whoever. They're passing these type of laws, and you know once they pass laws like that, it's gonna get introduced in other states.
Yep.
Pandora's box.
It opens up Pandora's box.
Well, that was in Denver, I believe. Somewhere in Midwest, somewhere.
Yeah, it was in one of those states.
Yeah, but just like wasn't marijuana introduced in Washington and Denver, Colorado, right? Now it's everywhere. Same thing with these wicked ass laws that Esau puts forth.
Yeah.
You know, it just like, it was a wicked ass law that they put forth in California. Oh, California, now New Jersey, where they put LGBT history in the schools. All right, that started in California and Jersey, or now it's going to eventually be everywhere.
Are they teaching about Sodom and Gomorrah?
Yeah.
You're right. They need to.
God.
Started off with that.
God.
Make our job a little easier.
Yeah.
So you know about that. So you know it's going back to that, right?
Yep.
See why these type of things are able to persist is because the scriptures say when the wicked multiply, transgression increases.
Yep.
All right. When the vile man is exalted, the wicked are on every side, man. Because the law is slack and judgment never goeth forth. Therefore, judgment. Habakkuk 1. You know. So that's why these women walking around here, ass out, ass cheeks hanging out. Hey, but on the flip side, the shit is going to hit the fan. Okay, and men are going to just be taking it. Man.
Yeah, they going.
It's going to be like a all you can eat out.
Bro, you gotta think about it. When shit hit the fan,
I'm telling you,
they're gonna let Jake.
And you ain't paying for it. You taking whatever's available. You taking it,
bro.
That's the beastly nature of a man under a lawless society.
That day,
anarchy.
And that day, these women, they're gonna be trying to look ugly.
Yeah.
They're gonna cover it.
They're gonna be trying to look good.
Think about this. When the shit hit the fan in America, all these Jakes in prison, they gonna be let them out.
Yeah.
They gonna let them out, and what do you think they gonna be trying to do?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers who've been doing 20 years.
Hell yeah.
Skeletor.
Yeah, they trying to find. They gonna try to find a piece of ass. They gonna go after that nigga woman that put them in the jail.
Yeah.
They gonna do all command.
There's gonna be a lot of niggas.
Yeah.
You know.
Like, oh man, I already killed the bitch, man.
I got one that I couldn't catch. Going west, I can take her out.
Yeah.
Try telling him it's my body, my choice.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, this my shit. My body.
Hey, kind of like Snoop did Old Girl and Baby Boy. Still bitches.
I'll break your.
And that's gonna be reality though.
Yeah.
And what did she do? She humbled down.
She couldn't take that one.
No.
Even from skinny ass shit, she couldn't take that one.
Yeah, man. So hey, you know, this is a very wanton, undisciplined, decadent society. There's no order, there's no discipline. That's why these women are careless and these men are careless.
Yep.
Especially these women, they going all out.
Yeah.
These women are going all out with.
Yep.
And there's liberty that the serpent gave them. But that's gonna be to their own ruin. Yeah. It's gonna be to your own ruin.
They like the script say, she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth.
Yes.
Yeah. Rise up, you women
That are at ease. Kind.
You know? These women are slut bags, man.
Hey, and the men are allowing it.
And then the men, all you got is a slut bag. Dude. It's your turn right now, bro.
Kind.
It's just your turn, bro.
She got him in rotation.
Make the best out of it for the time being. And then once she leaves you, you know, she gonna go for the bigger and better, you know.
Yeah.
She gonna hop on something else.
Yeah.
She walking around with you, you know, showing her ass and thighs.
Yeah.
Because she's sending a signal for other men to take heed.
Yep.
To get wonton.
Cause she's
supplant.
Yeah, man. Because that's her seductive nature, man. That's how a woman survives, is off of her body.
That's why they go so hard when they're young, because there's a time when that body's over. And then they got nothing on the inside to really show for it.
Kind.
All they got is a raggedy bony box.
That's it. No wisdom to when they want to talk to me, talk to you.
About what?
About what? Because you've been missing for 20 years. Living in the shell of that body. Man, nobody want to talk to you.
Every single woman you see out here right now.
Show me some titties.
Bro.
Yeah, that's all they're doing.
they all got a DNA pool.
Kind.
At a fucking 900-mile square radius. The gene pool in these women, man, in Babylon, bro. That's why we need the kingdom, man. That's why we need a new heaven and a new earth. All right. I don't know if y'all got anything else. Get it. And then we can.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. At the top it says, for the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious. That's not what the Bible says. The Bible says that there's a condition of the battle that you come back. You know, and you fill out the judgment. So it's almost like a continual life because you fill out the judgment of your previous life. You know, so imagine that. The things you do in this life, you got to pay for in the next. That's almost a continuation. Understand? Because it's a continuation of the same spirit. You know? In a new body. It says, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was, and that's not true either. Last victory, last enemy is death.
Kind.
It says, neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostril is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air.
Yeah, so these people, they have the mentality of thinking that the life that they're living, this is the only life that they will live. That they'll never have to come back and pay for what they've done in the flesh in their previous life. That's why people always say, live your best life. You only got one life, so live the best life that you can live.
Going back to what we were talking about before about the money. They want to chase this money because they feel, this is it.
Live in pleasure. Yeah. This is all we got, and we gotta extract the best of it that we can. So live totally in decadence. Just live in the flesh. That's why these people will snort drugs and get on top of all type of drugs, heroin and crystal meth. You know what I'm saying? Get high all day. Commit all type of adultery. Have all type of orgies. They do it all, man. They do it all. Because all they want to do is just fulfill their flesh before they leave.
That's what it's basically talking about.
Like a bucket list. Wickedness.
Yeah. Basically wickedness, yeah. It says, and our names shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance, and our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the heat thereof. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no return.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
YOLO. For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Come on, therefore, and second Esdras, the 14th chapter, Maccabees, second Maccabees, the 7th chapter, second Esdras, the 7th chapter, I believe, as well as Ecclesiastes has it in it. All right? It says, come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments. That's funny, because was that who was that? Was it Judas that complained about all that ointment they were putting on the house shot?
Yeah.
But hey, man,
That's
you
expensive.
use all
We
that
could
ointment?
actually use that to sell it to the poor.
Yeah, yeah.
But this motherfucker already done sold out.
I know I read that you already knew Judas was a nigga, but he's like,
You pick it up.
he can pick it up. Like,
Money saving that
Yeah.
hold back money. It says that ointment was for that purpose, right? Anyway, it says let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass us by.
Let us live the best life.
What they say, stop and smell the roses.
yeah.
You know?
The crown, is it crown?
About to say that.
Okay.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Let us crown ourselves with the rosebuds that be before they be withered, and that flower crown that apple puts you right in that spirit. It's directly what it's talking about. The flower crowns. And even the president had Obama had a flower crown on right before he went out of office. It says let none of us go without his part of this voluptuousness. Let us, that's somebody else's voluptuousness, that's a woman's voluptuousness, the dew of heaven, all of that. That's all of that fitting in there. It says, let us leave tokens of our joyousness in every place. Life is beautiful, right? It says, for this is
Esau leaves monuments and shit.
Yep.
You know, he try to leave back a past. Really, it's a shameful past. Anything that you leave is really it's something shameful to remember, man. You know.
Yep. It says, for this is our portion, and our lot is this. That was that part. Now I go to the question of co-righteous teaching over there.
So we're gonna close out. We're gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash.
Give honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. We're gonna say shalom.
Shalom.